Welcome, all Pokemon Unite Coronation League viewers. We're gonna get started here. You guys are gonna watch the highlight, and then we're actually gonna probably get right directly into the picks and bans, as I kind of had to start a little bit later, due to me just getting home from work. So, with that player and with that said, we're gonna go ahead and go right into the highlights. Let you guys watch the highlights, and then we'll go into the player of the week, side deck plays, and then we will go ahead and get started with the picks and bans starting here shortly. So thank you guys very much for hanging out, chilling out, and yeah, let's get right directly into it.
Nobody there to
And
hit
a
the
bit of
buzzer at
a
the same time.
connect, and look at that. We said team fights are going in their favor, and there's the proof, guys. Despite how many great objective secures from Team Rocketo in the actual team fight, you cannot beat Kakuna Matata. They're so good. They just know what they're doing. I don't know if they're eating their Wheaties, if they're I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But they're drinking their milk, they're taking their vitamins, and they are just hitting as hard as possible. And they're ready for this fight. And who's gonna come out ahead? 5v4, four Super Squirtle Squad, and it looks like there's the Duraludon ult. It's not on the objective at all, and he's taken it out because the Mamos one goes in deep, but it looks like Super Squirtle Squad coming way out ahead on this one. No surprise at all in that 4v5, and it looks like the Guardy getting three-piece before they go ahead and start burning the Regice down.
Yeah, that was a big fight. I didn't see the very beginning of it. I couldn't tell if Mamo came in late or if the fight just. When did Unsung Heroes break top? Oh, probably when they dove that Buzzwell.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. And now we can see the Regirock at half health, but it looks like it is all going to be Super Squirtle Squad right now. It is resetting, which gives a little additional time for the Unsung Heroes, but still.
And getting red and blue buff off the map ASAP. Because Mons like Snorlax are going to be in there trying to take it and doing it with three people surrounding it.
Three around him, and Jaggy goes ahead, grabs that red buff, and then gets out of dodge. This is absolutely wild, this game. We talked that it may be the game of the night, and I think right now they're living up to it. This is fantastic as the ultimates, the Unite moves getting back forth, and it's right now it looks like it's EXP Elite Four going ahead, starting to burn. Not a great situation though, because as you can see, that Dodrio comes in and just shreds, does all sorts of damage, gets a little two-piece, and says, "Hey, I'm just gonna go hang out in this bush while our mime scores on your home base."
Yeah, it felt like EXP Elite Four had a chance here with about a minute when it in a game that it felt like they shouldn't have had a chance to have a chance. But Dark Aura handled it well. I'm sure I said that horribly, but it was a fun one to watch for sure.
T-Tar still, but now Black Soul Gen actually doing so much recovery, and now it start the sweep by John Jai, who just comes in with a double kill. But now Palmer actually trying to survive as much as possible. Beautiful Unite move actually done by Abito, and now we are seeing Magikarp Clan trying to eat it up as much as possible. As
I need it. It looks like, there's the Dodrio getting the Delphox. That's going to be a very nice kill. And hey, what a surprise. Dodrio doing work.
Was good? Man, saved it for a second there. If they can hear us, Squirtle had a really good water gun to disrupt the Dodrio incoming drill peck.
Out of Team Drip, 28 points on the board in contrast to 207. Interestingly enough, Cloud High is not running Flame Charge, but rather Fire Spin, and as we're moving into the team fight scenarios one more time, buddy barriers galore from hashtag Team Drip, and this is the danger of this particular.
All right, guys, going into your player of the week, we have Aquarine. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow her on all her platforms, as she was not able to make it today to do a one-on-one. Hopefully we get her later on today, if not next week, for her one-on-one, because she was very, very excited and very happy to be announced the player of the week, while you guys as viewers and everybody in Discord voted for her. She got her whole big following behind her as well, so make sure you guys chill out, hang out, and watch that go. Definitely follow her on her twitch.tv/UHAquarine, and then go ahead and follow her on her Instagram as Aquarine45. Here is your player of the week, Aquarine.
In all of the little grass leaves and doing all the damage.
Yeah, and look at this as they dive onto that note. A lot of damage, but now the Mime is on Decidueye, and Mimes love to just eat Decidueyes alive. Although, look at that, he did still manage to take the Snorlax out, and it's Sylvie getting that last hit. Now it's the unsung heroes with 4 are ready and willing to go fight that Regirock. You can see Aegislash going ahead and using that. It's moving back so that he can do the jump out, and there he is. Buzzwole going for that back cap. That's exactly what they need right now with 30 seconds. However, on the flip side, they need to stop this, and that's too much for a Cinderace to do by himself.
What?
2 KO streak, 98 points go in. Just runs away up to the top as they say goodbye to that outer node, and it looks like Unsung Hero is going to push tier 2.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you nobody on Super Squirtle Squad said, hey, Aleki's spawning in 2. We just got the Baji. I bet Unsung Hero sends 5 bottom.
This is true. It was a very close to a huge Mime ult there, but just still not quite enough. Mime and Snorlax by themselves not going to be enough. They are going to be doing this, it looks like, as a consistent strategy. Up in the top, though, it looks like the Unsung Heroes did manage to get that kill. They're going to get some points in. And I agree. I love seeing that. The commitment. You can tell both of these teams want this win. Again, neither team has gone a win yet in this league, and they know they are just now under 7 minutes away from their first win, and they want it. They want to prove that, hey, I deserve a playoff spot. I'm going to get a playoff spot. And these guys, they're the ones that don't deserve it. Yeah. So this is a game that has a lot on them.
It was a zoning. Oh, look at that. Look at that rip.
The rip is there, but there's the... Oh, and there's the ultimate as well. It's... Oh, Unsung Heroes! They get it! The ultimate from the Sylvie comes in and absolutely secures the heck out of this. And that should be it. Unsung Heroes gonna start...
slinging all of the little grass leaves and doing all the damage.
Yeah, and look at this as they dive onto that note. A lot of damage, but now the Mime is on Decidueye, and Mimes love.
Again, that is your player of the week, Aquarine, and it is absolutely amazing to see this player just shine. And as a Sylveon player, and as I'm a Sylveon player, as is along with a Venusaur player, I really enjoyed the gameplay. Having that Sylveon steal right at the end and taking that Rayquaza for themselves was really awesome. Really awesome to see and use that and utilize that ult with that execute. It was very great and very good for them to take on themselves. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go into the verses as we have Magikarp Clan versus Jungle Griefers. Magikarp Clan being 1-3, Jungle Griefers being 4-0. And yeah, both of these teams are very good. Jungle Griefers being what exactly they have been doing is just jungle griefing. They've been dominating their entire side as far as being on the jungle side and just being overall very effective. The other thing is that Magikarp Clan has a lot to prove in this game as they just came off of a win. So this is going to be really good and hopefully a bounce up for Magikarp Clan. Just go ahead and start making those wins and making those wins just escalate even better. And we are going to possibly get into picks and bans here in a second. Just letting them know ready when they are. For picks and bans. And we're going to get that ready and set up. You guys have myself doing the casting today along with a lot of other things as well. Again, this is Magikarp Clan versus Jungle Griefers. And we are going to go ahead and go into picks and bans, and we're going to get it started up and running here. As Magikarp Clan also opt to go first in their picks and bans. So it's going to be very interesting on the side of what they're going to actually choose. Sableye is auto banned. So is Scyther, Scizor, along with Cram. So all three of those Pokemon are auto banned. Apparently there was a bug with Sableye, and Sableye was just auto banned. Well, the move set for Shadow Claw was auto banned for the UCS, but I went ahead and just made it known, just like, just be on the safe side, just in case somebody didn't misclick or something like that, then they have to make an auto loss game. I just like, you know what, just ban the Pokemon overall, just so that way we don't have to worry about issues that are going to be caused because of that, and to kind of save these teams from having to make an auto loss themselves. So as we go into picks and bans, trying to get them up and running here. Here come the Griefas. Yes, absolutely. And just get them started on picks and bans. As they opt to go ahead and go with the Dodrio ban right away. Hopefully they can go ahead and start using this timer, as nobody is setting it up and I cannot technically use it at the moment. So hopefully they get themselves acquitted with this timer, because it is very as they go and ban Hoopa on the side of Jungle Griefers. Magikarp Clan banning Dodrio. Very awesome to see with that, along with Hoopa and Urshifu. Hoopa and Urshifu being the first two banned on the side of Jungle Griefers. Magikarp Clan banning that Dodrio. Do we get to see Blissey finally? Does Magikarp Clan go ahead and opt to possibly take this Blissey as they ban Decidueye being a target ban for the side of Jungle Griefers? They just was like, nope, we don't want to deal with it. Don't like the snipes, don't like it. But they do have the option to take either Clefable or Blissey here, as we might see both pink blobs onto the fray today, as it's a tough pick between both of them, as far as Blissey and as far as Clefable, as they both could do so much healing and so much, as Magikarp Clan goes ahead and opts for Clefable being on the side, which is going to be exciting to see and what they choose for Jungle Griefers as they opt to go ahead and take that Blissey. Do they take the Mamo right away, right after that? As they take Blissey Mew, Magikarp Clan now has a big opportunity to go ahead and take one of the best or two of the best defenders in the game as well. Or if not just one of them, because they do have Clefable. So we could see a Snorlax or a Mamo on the side of Magikarp Clan, and they grab a Azumarill being chosen, and Azumarill being going, which is really awesome to see. And they choose Gardevoir as well, so no defender for the side of Magikarp Clan, as Jungle Griefers can probably get one of the best defenders in the game, and then they can go ahead and ban one of the other best defenders in the game as well. So this is going to be super interesting to see and to look at, as again the timer is not being used. I cannot physically try to do the timer at this time. It is again just me at the moment. Hopefully we can get in Chopper for the next game, and I might have a little bit of a second to try to get him in, as Chopper is ready to go. It's just this game right now, I just had to get it going, had to get it started. So we needed to get this going as well. So they opt to grab the Delphox on the side of Jungle Griefers with a Mamoswine ban. I think that was a very good ban on the side of Jungle Griefers. On the other end, I don't think that is, as they haven't really prioritized a whole lot of defenders on the side of Magikarp Clan. I think they were pretty sure they were just going to go ahead and go with Slowbro anyway, so they didn't want to go ahead and waste any of that pick, which is a really good one anyway, as they go ahead and ban Mr. Mime. It's such a great ban, as Jungle Griefers ban Mamo, but they could go ahead and take Snorlax for their side, as they take the Slowbro. Oh Crustle. Again, this is on 2-minute delay, so they definitely do not know that I had just said that. But Jungle Griefer's taking the slow bro, which is absolutely slow, bro. That's a really good pick for the side of Jungle Griefers, as I expected Magikarp Clan to pick that up. As Magikarp Clan goes ahead and takes the Pikachu with a Crustle pick. We have Crustle? No way. They're joshing me right now. There's no way we have Crustle. Absolutely no way we are gonna have Crustle. No shot. Are we gonna really have Crustle? Wow. As we're getting them set up in the lobby right now, and we're gonna go ahead and get some games going, as game number 1 between Magikarp Clan and Jungle Griefers, as we see Crustle for the first time in the Pokemon Unite Coordination League. Let's get it, babe B. As we're gonna get into this right away, again, we have Crustle, the Rock Crustle on Magikarp Clan side for Kadam. Apparently is going to go ahead and be using it for themselves, as that instant replay is going to show you guys what we're going to be doing today, because we do have instant replays for now, and it's going to be awesome, as we're going to be possibly seeing a lot of instant replays with this Crustle pick, and I am excited. So excited, chat. Ignore the thing at the scroll at the bottom, as well as I didn't have time to actually change any of this. So yeah, this is great. Carp Clan versus Jungle Griefers, game number 1 on the way. And here we go, as we see the Crustle pick of all Crustles, the Spenza being on that Delphox, and we also have the routes on the side being for Magikarp on Abito. I just want to hone in on this Crustle pick and how this Crustle is going to play in, but we do have a Pikachu. This Pikachu could definitely be a support Pikachu, as we have seen that last week. So this is going to be interesting to see for this Crustle. It could not be its support. It could definitely be its attacker, which is going to be interesting, and I'm excited to see it, as we do have some fight up bottom. We have the Aegislash trying to take some farm on their other side, as they did not get that. I believe the Clefairy got that, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of interesting. I like it, as we're gonna go back down and see this Crustle get some stun work and some Crustle work, as that is a huge snipe by Mixed Mads, as Clefairy went down, as the jungler went ahead and already was up there, as that is a better. And here we go. All right, we're gonna go back down bottom, and let's see what we got. We got Kadam as Crustle now, as itself. It is Crustle, and we have Crustle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited, as Azumarill tries to get their 3rd stack in, and they did get it, and they're gonna get away for free, as Solo TV is being just so low on those XP gains right now. That is a full heal by Shadow X. Full heal has been popped. It won't be up for another possibly 30 to 45 seconds, depending on the cooldown from it. I believe it's 45 seconds from the start. Anyway, as we're going to go ahead and get into some fight down here. Mixed Mads being in there. Huge solar beam, but gets one pick. The Gardevoir gets one. The Mew gets one on the Pikachu. as Crustle goes down, as the Mixed Mads got a double kill. Go ahead and follow them for a second, as we're going to go ahead and record that. Ooh, it's not going to let me. Wonderful. Alright, so buttons aren't getting pressed. Save that replay. As y'all go ahead and see that down to your bottom right, we do have the replays going on. But huge double kill by Mixed Mads. Getting all the farm for the side of Jungle Griefers, just griefing all the farm away as there's 12 seconds left going into the first objective. Mixed Mads hitting a huge solar beam again as Rixelpick gets in and takes a kill onto the Gardevoir. No CC on the side of Magikarp Clan to try to help out that Guardy to make sure it is going to stay alive against this Aegislash. As this Blissey is a helping hand Blissey. Kind of excited to see that rather it being a healing Blissey. As I feel, you know, the CC immunity along with the helping hand to get, you know, players to run around quicker around this map is very much more effective. As Kadam misses the X-Scissor, that is a massive unite by Dispensa. Dispensa, oh, gets caught out by the ult by Beto. Beto with a massive nice ult there. And here comes Mixed Mads. Mixed Mads with an unite as well. Gets the kill onto the Azumarill. Azumarill did not get its ult off in time, as that is a huge another snipe, and that almost actually took out a Beto. There goes the boosted from the Mew. Here comes the rest of the team of Jungle Griefers. They're trying to push this as fast as possible. Dispenza gets caught out from gravity. They're trying to really push hard for this, and they might end up taking it. As there goes another 12. Aqua Shifu with some massive damage and gets some kill on that. Pikachu with a nice big stun. Nice Electro Ball and takes down the Slowbro. I feel like they overstayed their welcome on that for the Jungle Griefers, as that was a massive push. But here comes Magikarp Clan trying to overpush themselves, and they get caught out as 4 people are dead for the side of Magikarp Clan, as that was a double kill for Dispensa and a double kill for Mixed Mads. Here comes the Crustle trying to help out and say, here, I got it on the off scores. But man, they tried to overpush and they got punished. Absolutely punished for it. As we got some action here in the middle with a boosted whip and a... What the... Oh no! That's twice now with that Electro Ball. Oh, Mixed Mads goes in, tries to goes in for too much. Can it get punished? And yes, it does. It tried so hard to get the kill, and it just overstayed and got over punished and overdone for that Pokemon, as that was a massive unite for Rixelpick. Is gonna get 1. Can it get 2? No, it does not. It gets held off. That's a huge score. Another huge score. They are now on 1. As Blissey just went ahead and united Rixelpick, but too much damage for the side of Magikarp Clan. Are they overstaying their welcome? No, they are not. They're getting some good massive damage, but that was a unite by the Beto. Beto goes ahead and gets the score off as they get the break, but I think it was only a 4 break. I want to say it was only an overcap of 4 for all that work. All they had was an overcap of 4, and that is not good, as there is 1 kill. And then here goes another double kill by Dispensa. A lot happened throughout that time, but a double kill by Dispensa does open up a lot of room to take out this Regieleki for themselves. As it looks like they did get the Regirock down bottom, but there was so much going on up top. I did not even look what the Regi was at the bottom, but I want to say it was possibly a Registeel, as they do have red barriers around on the side of the Jungle Griefers. Going into the 3-minute mark here. Miss on the X's, or a huge solar beam just keeps getting them left and right. The big old poke. They said, yeah, you banned Decidueye, but you did not ban my Mew, as Mew is just doing some big poke damage for against these little squishies. Waxel Gym trying to get its little farm here to hopefully hit 11, get its boosted on the gravity, which is going to be very, very interesting to possibly get to. This Crustal pick really hasn't done much. I don't know, but I like it. I like the Crustal pick. Bring something new, bring something fresh, and it could get it could get punished, but we'll see. Dispensa goes in, gets one little poke. It's a huge, massive poke by Mixed Mads. Final stretch is up. That is a massive unite by K-Fraser gets the Crustal. Actually got the Crustal, but there goes the Pikachu as well, as that is 3 members dead on the side of Magikarp clan. Aqua Shifu still has its unite. Can technically try to come here and steal this Ray, but Abito is so low, misses. Oh, Abito almost got it with the steal, as the Mew is just chasing this Aqua, and it's gonna take it down. As there is some Hundo, Bundo, Kundo burgers going around the town, as 100's here, 100's there, another 100 here, and another 100 where. And as the Jungle Griefers get 659 to 166, this could be their win ticket, as they're getting a win on game number 1. Another one scored. 98 damage. There goes one Pokemon. Now they have to deal with 4 more. Can they take down K-Fraser with all that max healing? 2 Pokemon down for the side of Jungle Griefers. And there goes possibly 3. There goes 3. Now here comes a big push by Magikarp clan, as they are dead for pretty much almost the rest of the game. Can Mixed Mads and Solo, can they handle all 5 members of Magikarp clan with all the healing that they have? There goes a big poke. Massive unite by the Gardevoir, but it's off target. Here comes one score. There goes another. 771 to 310. Can they keep pushing? They have to keep going. But this Mixed Mads is just holding them off with the pokes. The pokes are for real, as Mixed Mads possibly gave them the game win. $771 to 310. A win for the side of the Jungle Griefers, as we're going to go ahead and go into the battle data. We have 9 kills for the side of Mixed Mads, as they are your MVP for this game 1, with 9 kills, 6 assists, 89 on their ranking for the match. TCH Mixed Mads, very, 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 very well, as it is a 147k damage by Mixed Mads, the most damage we've seen in the game of, or in the league of Unite Coronation League. Very, very well done by Mixed Mads, as Abito also had some really good damage there as well. That Crustal pick was very awkward. I believe that they really wanted that Slowbro, but they could have taken Snorlax for themselves rather than that Crustal pick. But I kind of felt like they really wanted that Slowbro, and they might have to like, I guess, balance what picks they are going to take and what picks they're not going to take. as I'm trying to set up. But very, very, very high damage from the side of Mixed Mads. Dispenza with also 93k damage as well. Aqua Shifu with 54k, Shadow X with 47. Rixapic, not so much on the 54. I felt like it wasn't that impactful, but it definitely did some job. But Mixed Mads, it just definitely the MVP for game number 1 again. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into the picks and bans here in a second. As Magikarp Clan opted to go ahead and go first. And I'm going to try to bring my good pal Chopper over here on the line and to help out with the casting. Thank you so much, Chopper, for joining. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll get him going and get him started as well.
What's cracking, Rhino?
Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? We are live on game number 2 with the picks and bans already going and setting up. It is definitely going to be hard for you to see them as I have new things that I'm working on.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Look at this.
But you can go ahead
So
and
shiny.
look at the picks and bans that are kind of already happening right now. Don't know if you can really see them as well, but Dodrio being banned on the side of Magikarp Clan. Nothing really changed on the side of Jungle Griefers, except for there is a Hoopa and Clefable banned.
Yeah, you really have to take out the Clefable. Unite move right now for Hoopa has actually reduced cooldowns, as well as other buffs that really have made it a lot of priority when it comes to support play. If you're playing coordinated and you have a Hoopa on your team, it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to have a good time when it comes to objective control and being on the map at the same time. Dodrio, a ban for people that really don't like to play with it, because I feel like now that Clefable has gotten up in priority, it is a lot easier for you to handle picks like Dodrio and Urshifu. So if you're going to see that Clefable ban, yeah, it's definitely a good call to actually ban the Dodrio for first pick. I would maybe start prioritizing all other characters, as we're seeing the Mew ban this time around, and go ahead and first pick in Blazy to get that sustain. Probably preferring the soft-boiled type of build, even though we are seeing competitive a lot of the other build, which is Helping Hand and the other move, which I do not remember right now.
It's Helping Hand and yeah. But as
Yeah,
Jungle
Helping Hand
Griefers
and
go
the
ahead
other
and
one.
get some picks in as they are getting Urshifu and Delphox Urshifu being very, very good, as we could possibly see the Water Boy come in or the Dark Side.
Yeah, the Slowbro pick on the side of Jungle Reverse was actually really good too. That's another defender that has been increasing in priority over the course of solo queue, and it's been getting a lot of good damage in, and it's definitely a Pokemon that you do not want to see or just fight against, as we're seeing the Gardevoir actually picked from the side of Magikarp Clan one more time. You want to make sure that you get that to Abito, make that pressure known. But the thing is that Delphox counters Gardevoir, so they opt into this composition that might have a disadvantage, and just locking into Azumarill for the third pick.
Yeah, this is Azumarill pick. I haven't really. I don't see why not just grab the Slowbro for yourself if that was what your plan was in the first one. I don't think this Azumarill like first or third pick is definitely necessary. As Jungle Griefer is off to grab the Mamoswine for themselves, and now they can just go ahead and ban the Slowbro and be like, well, now you can't use it. And Magikarp Clan just be like, well, I guess we can't let you use Mr. Mime either, so we're gonna have to we're forced to ban Mr. Mime now at this point and that just takes a lot of defenders away from from Magikarp Clan at this point.
Yeah, selecting that Mammal Swine, we really want that crowd control in. That's why we're seeing a lot more Blastoise played as well, getting those serves in and being a nuisance. Banning the Slowbro just to not have that defender available to them. And we're going to see what type of ban Magikarp plan is going to go for. But Snorlax is still available, which is going to be a great defender as well. Blastoise wouldn't be the other one. Other than that, there really isn't any type of defender unless you're going to go with the Crustle again. And they do actually start target banning a lot of what they want Dispensa to do. So we see a Mew and we see a Decidueye. We know how dangerous Dispensa is when it comes to carry play.
Yeah, I mean they targeted him with definitely with that Dodrio from the start too, as well as they used that a while ago. And thank you, Real Jess. It is Safeguard and Helping Hand. Safeguard and Helping Hand. I really do like Safeguard giving us that crowd control negate from the side of Magikarp Clan now. That Mamoswine's not going to be as a big of a nuisance. Urshifu probably not so much unless it's ults. But from the side of Magikarp Clan, I'm kind of excited to possibly start seeing more. I really like. I'm surprised they didn't get Snorlax last game. I guess nobody can play Snorlax on their team. But with Mr. Mime being available, they better take it, and I would take it now.
Instead of that, we're seeing the Pikachu one more time and the
God.
Crustle. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it from the side of Magikarp Clan. They would just want to run it back.
They definitely do want to run it back. Instead of the pink blob of Clefable, they have the pink blob of Blissey. And this Crustle pick again is going to be... I don't know how much I really like that. Very interesting to see. Yeah, I don't know.
Closing out the composition with an Espeon too, and we know that you are definitely a fan of the Espeon, right now?
No, not really at all.
It was sarcasm.
Yeah, not really at all. Jungle Griffers on their side is definitely um uh I don't know. They have no defender. I mean, no, they do have a defender. They don't have a good support. I guess I would rather see Mime there instead of Eldegoss. So it's kind of weird. And both teams.
Okay, so you're like an Espeon hater and then an Eldegoss hater too.
It's like both of those Pokemon just don't do well for me, and I am not a fan of neither one. As we're gonna go ahead and get ready and started up, and yeah, let's go. As game number 2 for Magikarp Clan and Jungle Griefers, as 3 of the worst mons that I hate in the game are being played right now.
Oh my god.
I gotta say
well, we do have honesty in the United World Coronation League.
Absolutely.
That we do have.
At least there's not an Absol as well.
Jesus Christ, Rhino. Okay, so the builds that we're actually going to go for, Mixmag's actually opting to get that focus band for the extra defense, just in case they want to get some more mobility in. I'm assuming Psyshock Psybeam is going to be the build for them. However, I do know that there are a couple of strong players that believe that Stored Power and Future Sight might be a good play depending on the composition that you are going to go for. It's another available, other move available to them, depending on what they want to do versus Magikarp Clan. We did see Volt Tackle, Electro Ball from the side of Pikachu. I think they're going to start grouping up a lot more, which is something that they did right at the last minute of the match. I'm pretty sure that Jungle Griefers already knew that the victory was set in stone. That's why they actually started dying one on one. But Magikarp Clan can take solace in the fact that the team fights have been played well. It's just a matter of them starting to level up as soon as possible.
Yeah, leveling up is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to definitely steal a lot of this farm away from the Jungle Griefers to keep them a little bit more on their toes. I mean, it just... you needed to take that. That was that would have been massive to possibly hit 4 right away with that, as Mamoswine is already level 4 and it's just gonna start doing a lot of damage here for
1 and 2.
yeah, 1,
And
2, and we gone. Yeah, full heal on the side of Kadam. I like the full heal. I like what they're trying to do, like what they're trying to change. It's just I don't really understand the pick as Pikachu goes down, and I expect the Crustle to go down as well, as Mamoswine got a double kill.
Yeah, it's definitely important to get that Piloswine going. And Psyshock is going to do major damage if you know how to aim it well. That's why I cannot use that skill shot. That's why I use Stored Power, because I suck at the game. But we are seeing the Mixed Mat is actually being an MVP as per usual. And now we're seeing actually a little bit of the crowd control coming their way. Now Psyshock one more time. Now sidesteps from Kadam, doing a really good job at it, and already has the side beam too. Just securing everything that goes in their way. So when you have Stored Power and Future Sight, you're sacrificing a lot of the last hitting that Espeon is really good at, as we're seeing it right now, just securing every type of Pokemon and just keeping them in level 4 when they're already in level 7.
Yeah, and here we go with a big, massive fight up top. Rixelpick and Shofu just trying to do everything they can. Shofu solo taking down Shofu. And it's looking like it's gonna be a tough game for Magikarp Clan to try to get started out right here, as we have 4-man bottom going on right now.
Level 3 pre-evolution of Crustle, which I do not remember the name, but it seems like Jungle Griffiths is going slowly. Dweeble.
Yeah, Dweeble.
A level 3 Dweeble.
Yep.
Still a Dweeble. Now Espeon actually in the bottom side going for the 2v1 scenario. Nothing that Mixed Mats cannot handle at this point in time. Stunning them. So going for side beam first, making sure that they fall back because they get scared of the damage, and just hits them with the stun of the side shock. That's going to be good play, and I am definitely taking notes so Rhino gets pissed at me.
I will definitely probably be seeing you play it in your next tournament, as K Fraser gets another kill. That's 3 kills now for the Mamoswine. That is level 7 at 7 minutes left to go, as Espeon is just doing work down bottom.
Yeah, you can't really stop Mixed Mats at this point in time. Reggie Steele trying to be the play. Rixelpick actually going for Aqua Shifu this time around. Not to be confused with Aqua Shifu from Magikarp Clan. He does take care of Pikachu and actually try to go for it. Oh, steals it away from Kadam.
Just barely gets the X-Silver X-Scissor on that Reggie Steele, and almost gets the steal from it. That's, oh man. As Magikarp Clan gets the Regieleki from up top.
Yeah, a lot of priority onto the Regieleki, but I've seen multiple videos saying that shouldn't be a priority anymore. While Regieleki can be a very nice objective if you know how to team fight and know how to push the lane, it's a lot better to actually get those passive buffs when it comes to team fighting, as well as the extra experience to continue to level up. That's why a lot of top teams have opted to actually go for the Regis on the bottom side rather than continue to push with the Regieleki. And pretty much what we're seeing from Magikarp Clan is exactly that, just leaving them to be distracted as they continue to farm up and try to get those levels as much as possible. But a level 6 Crustle is definitely not going to do anything to a level 11 Espeon.
Yeah, no, not really at all. And I really like the zoning that this Blissey just did against Rixelpick here. It kept Rixelpick really not being able to come in, kept an eye on him, and definitely just said it. But that is a massive full heal as Rixelpick gets the steal and gets the kill onto that Gardevoir.
Yeah, you do not want to fight against Aqua Shifu, especially if you don't have a Clefable to actually put some gravities around. Triple X Scissor. That's not really going to do much. If they were a higher level, it could have set up for something pretty cool inside of Magikarp Clan. Abita's trying to do everything that they can. They do manage to take out the Mamoswine, and we're seeing Kadam actually go in with the X Scissors one more time, try to get that Urshifu,
Nice.
and they do secure the kill with an Electro Ball. And this is the type of movement that you really want Magikarp Clan to go for. As soon as they execute those team fights, they do have a slight advantage in team coordination, I would say.
Yeah, a very big slide advantage. It was a weird fight for the side of Jungle Griefers there. but I really liked that Crustle played. It kept coming back to try to keep stopping them from scoring, but I almost would have let that score happen, just due to, like, you know, later on it isn't much of a bigger overcap as it could be.
And now we're having a situation where Jungle Reefers is starting to do better team fights this time around. Actually uses the Unite move on Abito to get away, but also try to sustain it as much as possible using Ectoses to try to balance him out. But again, Dispenza just going ham on that Delphox as they go ahead and try to secure this Reg Ice as much as possible. Now the Crustle actually being a nuisance on the top side of the bottom half.
Yeah, that Blissey ult, it's definitely very clip worthy, as it was like almost across the whole map, and it just kind of was really crazy to see. But Dispenza coming up and just doing clean house is definitely there, as Rixelpick goes ahead and takes the Regieleki from them at top as well. So there's really nothing on the board for Magikarp Clan to even try to go after and take at this moment.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot for every team that's currently on the league. They're trying to figure out the formula to actually get Jungle Griefers onto a weak point, but in reality, it seems like their Pokemon pools are vast. They are infinite. They can play everything and everything, anything and everything when it comes to their fighting. We're seeing Espeon compositions, we're seeing the Decidueye compositions, we're seeing Delphox compositions. It is really hard to think that Jungle Griefers right now are not the best team in the league.
No, definitely not. The only thing I would say is try to focus on their rotations and stuff, as there is a lot of loopholes in any way. You just got to try to start securing your farm better. You got to start securing your farm against them better. Noticing that an Espeon is down bottom, maybe prioritize bottom more. There's a lot of things that you can easily work on and work into it. It's just you have to prioritize it.
Yeah, of course. But now Jungle Griefers are actually trying to set up in the Rayquaza situation. Now 15 seconds left on the board. Magikarp Clan is trying to do whatever they can. Now do keep in mind that the scores are a bit misleading. We are going to take a look at the levels, though. We have two level 13s on the side of Jungle Griefers. The highest level on the side of Magikarp Clan is level 12 for Gardevoir. And now we're setting up the scenario. Now that you don't have the support on you, the Unite move is actually going to be forced out by the Pikachu. We are seeing Jungle Griefers is starting to clear out the Rayquaza. Unite move actually coming out from the Delphox too. They take care of the Gardevoir. And now we're seeing a situation where it's Kadam versus the world. But the world is difficult, and it is called Jungle Griefers. Mixed Mad actually doing the spacing
Nice
that
Unite.
it possibly can. And we are going to see possibly a clip, and we're seeing the steal from the Crustle.
Steal! Yes! The Crustle gets Crustle work and gets the steal. But can they capitalize and just start getting some scores? Oh no, that's just a lot of damage from the side of Jungle Griefers. Even with that shield and the attack buffs that they have, there's just nothing there to take out any of that attack stuff.
Yeah, they had to realize that most of the rotation in Jungle Griefer's side was already at the bottom. They needed to focus maybe trying to rotate onto the top side. They did know that there was some danger when it came to actually trying to focus in on the bottom, and they just really wanted to get something done. A beautiful steal done by the Crustle, but it is definitely not going to be enough if you want to fight, especially with the level differential that they have been experiencing throughout Game 2.
Triple kill going by Dispenza. This Delphox pick was absolutely amazing. Definitely did a lot of work. Solo probably going to go down here against Abito. Abito is trying to work hard as a Blissey Unite comes through. Can they get the kill on Dispenza? And it looks like yes they do, as Gardevoir gets a double kill off of that.
And they are so good when it comes to 2v1ing or different team fight scenarios, and outplays are being the norm when it comes to Magikarp Clan. The unfortunate thing is that there's only 10 seconds left on the board, and there's an Aqua Chifu defending the bottom side. And they're trying to go together and try to get something going, but now the Unite is going to come out by Mixed Mads. Does go down by the Electro Ball from Shadow, but Jungle Griefers secures this victory for them, 2-0, remaining undefeated in the Unite World Coronation League.
Yep, Unite Coronation League. Dominant win, I would say. on the side of Jungle Griefers, other than, obviously the steal from the Crustle, but they still had the output of damage to try to take down every shield that Magikarp clan had. They did very well in the later of the game for Magikarp clan. That middle game and early game, they have to get down, and if they can get that down, this Magikarp clan could be very, very stressful to deal with.
It is so funny to watch the chat react as they are seeing the steal happen in real time. And good call, obviously, by the great Rhino, actually putting some delay for competitive integrity, which is also so important when it comes to these types of leagues. But it's actually super funny just watching the chat react to the steal. Unfortunately, not going to be good enough. Close only counts in horseshoes. No horseshoe for Magikarp Clan as their luck runs out in game 2.
Yeah, 101k damage from Dispenza is definitely, again, you can't, it doesn't seem like you could target ban. You could try to target ban as much as you can, I should say, against the Jungle Griefers. And you have to start winning more on the field than anything, getting, your secures and stuff like that, as they went with an easy secure, for down bottom for mixed match. All they had to do is just get it to level 4. They got, K Frazier went to level 4 early and just popped off, while mixed match was like, okay, well, you can handle them now up front. I can just, get all the farm in the back, and now I'm level 4, and now, you have the 2 best secure Pokemon in the game, level 4.
Yeah, the level differentials are telling the story here. And Abito actually reaching level 15 and level 14 from the side of Shadow X. Most of the level up was due to the fact that they actually got Rayquaza in the first place, so most of the buffs were actually going in that direction. Otherwise, they would have maintained that level 13, level 12 average versus the team of Jungle Griefers, who was already stacking up to the point of being pretty much unstoppable in the late game.
And yeah, it's very, very interesting, for Jungle Griefers, honestly. Just, you can't target ban them. You have to beat them on the field, and in order for you to beat them on the field is to start worrying about how to secure and how to secure better for your own farm. Like, it's just that, it's just that,
Mm-hmm. Working on the early game, which is also it's one of the things that makes Pokemon Unite interesting, because you're constantly battling from the get-go. And if you're not used to that pressure right at the beginning, most of the teams that we are seeing currently undefeated really do have that difference in regards to actually securing objectives, right? So most of the stuff that you're seeing from most teams, as you mentioned beforehand, is due to the fact that they really know how to secure their stuff throughout the game. And as soon as you have that level differential when it comes to the team fight in the middle, you know that the team that is in a disadvantage is always going to try to make a play. And as soon as you expect them to make that play, now you become a counterpuncher, and it is a lot easier for you to coordinate yourself when you have an advantage, because you know the power level that you are at. There is always a fear of overextending, and maybe a 50-50 like in that game happened with Kadam. But those are just stuff that seasoned veterans like Jungle Griefers know how to handle. And they handle it beautifully in that second game, and that's why they are currently undefeated.
Yeah, just dominant win by Jungle Griefers. That honestly makes them have their spot into the playoffs now. Like, they have now guaranteed their spot into the playoffs. With this 5-0 win. Now they just got to keep it if they want to stay in the top rankings of their respective side for the Rayquaza side. So if they can stay in now on the top side for Rayquaza, like, that will now make them even more better to get that first seed bye for the first day. As Jungle
seeing the
Griefers
standings
went to
go there.
5-0.
5-0 indeed. Team Drip. Hashtag Team Drip. And Ikigai no Tsurugi being the only teams that are currently undefeated on our league. War Legion on the other side is still having advantage, but the only team to beat them Jungle Griefers.
Yeah.
Stories, man, stories.
The stories are real. And War Legion gonna have a tough game today as they are actually gonna be facing against hashtag Team Drip.
Ooh, that's gonna be a banger.
Gonna be such a really good game. Very excited to see that. We do have an issue though. It seems that Super Squirtle Squad cannot play as they do not have a fill right now. Which is very
Why don't you play
disheartening.
Rhino and
Yeah.
Outcast?
No lie, I
You can
would
play.
love to play, but I don't know if the rest of the league would be okay with that.
No.
As I have been studying them for so long from literally week 1, we could end up making Super Squirtle Squad beat the team of Ikage or
Ikigai no Tsurugi.
Ikigai no Tsurugi. So it's like, but no, I can't do that
If you
as
put
much as
an
I would love
anime
to.
vibe onto it, you can say it like Ikigai no Tsurugi.
Yeah, see, I
go
wish
like
I was that good. I am not that good at all. Which is why I stay behind the scenes and not on the casting board.
You're doing a
But yeah,
fantastic job,
I'm
Rhino. So
trying to.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We're solid.
absolutely. I'm trying to get a hold of them to find out what exactly we were doing. If not, I'm gonna try to get the next match, which is Team Drip versus War Legion. Try to move them up if they would like to. Just trying to get with them right now. Let's see. War Legion.
In the meantime, Chad, you could just have a conversation with
Actually,
us. Maybe we can talk about the changes in the
yeah, if you want
previous
to, we
done
do
and the patch
have
notes.
the
Yeah.
patch notes. If you would like to go ahead and go over them and say anything and everything you
Yeah.
want as I try to get this going, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, Chad. So let's just have a conversation about the different changes that we have been experiencing in this patch, okay? So if you have any doubts or questions, or you want to put something on the table that would be very interesting for us, that would be amazing while we have Rhino in the background actually checking in between teams. Now, Super Squirtle Squad does have a problem that they only have 4 members and they don't have somebody to fill. Unfortunately, Rhino cannot do that as well because he is the commissioner of the league, and not teams would definitely not want to face Rhino because he has seen every single game and has analyzed every single game, and they will squash you like a bug. That's why he's the commissioner, and that's why he is not playing in one of the teams in the league. Okay, perfect. So now, patch 1.8.1.6 as of January 31st of 2023. Now, the splash art, or this particular art, was actually made by Splash Dream, so you can go ahead and follow them on Twitter. It's actually a very nice layout of changes, right? So we're going to start off with the Urshifu Single Strike versus Urshifu Rapid, or rather Wicked Blow versus Aquashifu. And now they did reduce the damage of Wicked Blow, and they did reduce the damage onto the Unite move, but also make it so they can only hit one target. So a lot of the stuff for interactions that you have been seeing with the Shoryuken, if you will, for Urshifu whenever they were single strike, it wasn't intended to hit every single Pokemon. Now you're just gonna hit the one target and just, you know, really just put on the pressure onto that specific one, right? Which it reduces the amount of damage that Urshifu can do in team fights, and that's why we're actually seeing a lot of priorities done for Urshifu in the rapid category. So a lot of cooldown reductions on different moves as well. Which is why we're seeing a lot more Aquashifu actually played this time around. So most of the moves do get canceled a lot easier for them, and now that has gotten into that priority side. Now, on stabilized case, there has been, a cooldown reduction, or let's see, yeah, cooldown reduction, actually, cooldown increase on Shadow Sneak, if I'm not mistaken, as well as changing a little bit of the passive. It takes them a while from it, I think it was 0.75 seconds to now 1 point something seconds to actually go invisible. But the other change that they actually made was the fact that if they do get stunned or any of that type of stuff, they do not go invisible right away, which is what um really made the character annoying when you were playing against it in solo queue. It's one of the best changes, I believe, and that is why, even though it is not being banned, most teams are actually starting to ignore him. However, it is still a Pokemon that it can be used effectively, especially if you know how to play with it. It's just easier for you to try to punish it somewhat. So if you have a Pikachu in your team, or you have any type of other characters, for example, Dragonite can also be a good counter now because of the stun that it has in the third move or the third auto attack that it uses. So there's a lot of leeway when it comes to actually stunning Sableye now. It's a lot easier for it. Character's still annoying when it goes solo queue, so you don't have to worry about that. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is a curious case where I feel it did a lot of a defender role that did heavy damage. It reminded me a lot of how you play with Mamoswine, but decrease in damage in a lot of the things that you are seeing in your screen right now, especially the barrier and confusion, and as well as reducing the healing on power swap and the mobility too. So less mobility with power swap and less healing. It felt like Mr. Mime has always been a jack of all trades, and these changes actually make them so they don't particularly excel onto one thing, because it was good at everything, but it was way too good at everything. You know what I mean? In my opinion. So just reducing a couple of things, just tuning it out and tweaking. Mr. Mime is still going to be relevant in the game. However, the Pokemon that we see in the middle right now of the graphic, Clefable, is going to be super, super relevant in the meta, especially since you're going to have a lot of characters that have any type of dash or anything that goes into the gravity is going to have a horrible time. So that's why Clefable is actually going to come up. Added to the fact that the healing has been ridiculously increased. So you're going to have a lot of healing and you're going to have a lot of support when it comes to actually putting gravity into it. Right now, in my opinion, Clefable is definitely the support to look out for. Blissey can be annoying because most of the stuff can be mitigated when it comes to Helping Hand and the other move, which I forgot one more time. Let me see if I remember it. Don't tell me right now. Don't tell me right now. Hang on. Let me see if I can remember. See if I can remember. I don't remember. Real Jess can tell me it again. My apologies. I
What?
forgot again.
Oh,
I forgot the move again.
for Clefable?
No, for Blissey. It was Helping Hand and the other one. Safeguard. Okay, yeah,
Safeguard. Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Blissey is still going to use C play, but I feel like Clefable is definitely going to be a lot more important for the meta, how it is being played out now, because it can shut down Urshifu trying to do any type of approaches. It can shut down Cinderace, which is one of the best junglers as well. Anything that has a dash can be stopped with gravity. If you put any type of cooldown reduction onto Clefable, as well as just putting the specs to stack and increase that special attack so you can have that more healing. Clefable is definitely going to be a priority pick, and it's definitely going to be my priority pick to look out for. Scyther, we aren't seeing it in the league. That's not stopping solo queue from using it. They are trying to increase increase the cooldowns onto dual wing blade and increase the cooldowns onto sword stands, decreasing the range onto the unite move. Scyther is still busted. I don't think it's enough. I think you have to decrease the damage onto Scyther as soon as they get dual wing blade. It's hitting ridiculously hard. It has a lot of mobility, and if you don't have a Clefable on your team to try to stop him with gravity, it also can get annoying to actually fight against him. Another support that has been becoming a lot more relevant in the meta is going to be Hoopa. So you are seeing cooldown decreases for most of his moves, as well as the Unite move, going from 130 seconds to 100 and something seconds. It is a big change onto that Unite move, as well as the other moves that we see some cooldown reductions, especially the Hyperbole, the portals. So a lot of movement is going to come down, especially in competitive play, where you can see those types of changes actually being mitigated, as well as actually getting the coordination that you need to be able to play that character consistently. Now, Scissor, the only change is going to be the sword stance change, an indirect buff because they indirect nerf. My apologies, just because they are actually targeting the Scyther. So yeah, there I don't see any reason for you to pick Scissor if you have Scyther with dual Windblade just being super annoying. And lastly, we're gonna have Jack Bolt with the increased damage onto Shadow Ball, also increasing the marks that the move has. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough to actually make it a priority pick when it comes to picking a jungler or any type of other attacker. I would rather have Cinderace on my team. I would rather have Greninja on my team. You know, so yeah, Dragapult needs a little bit of love. Maybe some fundamental changes when it comes to, for example, Dragon Dance. Maybe make it the first second or the first 1.75 seconds. They are not able to be stopped by anything. Just to have a little full heal, if you will. Maybe that's a change that they can incorporate onto it. That could be something that they can look out for in the future. Or because I feel like the attackers, they just go, oh, well, let's just increase the damage and they should be fine. But you have characters like the Sujui who do major damage if you let them, but they don't have any type of mobility. And I feel like the game is moving onto a point where everybody's going to have a dash. So reworks might be in place for some characters as well. But that's just, long term thinking. In the end, I feel like the winners of this patch are definitely Clefable and Hoopa. And then after that, Aqua Shifu definitely being played a lot more. And I'm expecting next week or the other, once everybody gets comfy on their way as another support that's going to be available to them, that's going to be another character that's going to be very relevant in the meta, especially when paired up with an Aqua Shifu that you cannot destroy. So yeah, that's definitely the patch rundown from the previous week. Just making sure that there are other priorities in the meta right now. Some picks that are starting to fall off now. A lot of people are starting to favor Delphox a lot more, which was one of the picks to look out for, like we mentioned beforehand. Gardevoir is still pretty strong if played correctly, but suffers from the mobility that the Delphox can actually have. You guys were seeing the replay on Stairs the coordination of Magikarp Clan. So yeah, that's definitely going to be my patch rundown. I hope you enjoyed it. So back to you, Rhino.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like they're getting back to us about what they want to do. So at this moment, we're going to do a fun little viewer game. It's going to be me versus you.
Alrighty.
In viewers. So if viewers want to join, they can join either side, either team. And it's just gonna be a fun little picks and bans thing. We'll just use the unite
Draft mode.
draft mode. So just be one
Okay.
ban for both sides. And
Yeah,
yeah,
sounds
kind of
good to
just
me. We got
go
to get
with
ready
that.
for UCS too.
Yeah, exactly. So this is gonna be kind of nice for everybody. And viewers, you guys can join at any point, any time that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lobby code in. Actually, I'll just show it on stream. It's perfectly fine as well. So yeah.
Okay, and I will make sure to turn off the viewing that I have on my side so I don't see where Rhino is going, so I do not destroy him at the beginning of the game.
There you
Again,
go.
competitive integrity.
Competitive.
So they don't tell me. Let's see. Currently loading. Currently loading now. So Rhino, what do you like to use in this game so I can ban it?
I like to use a lot of Mamo, but Comfy can be used as well. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see the number on my. Let me see if I can see
But
the
we
number
do
here.
have other viewers coming
Yeah,
in, so they could be very good at Sableye or Dodrio. So, yeah, this is gonna be very interesting, to say the least, if they, win Yeah.
Mhm.
The almighty striker himself getting in. Austin Goats getting in. Got some people coming in. I like it. I like it.
Hey yo.
I like it. Striker looks like he's gonna go ahead and do the admin, so he's gonna watch the game from possibly live. Got Kippers coming in as well.
Got Vix too.
Got Vix as well.
Ooh, animated.
Oh, no, and animated, yeah. Team looking strong. Just kidding.
No, GG's.
You
I got Junction on my
Oh,
side.
God, you do
No,
got
no.
Junction.
We're good. I'm good. Let's go.
And
Bench. No, dude. Nah, dude. Nah, you're screwed, dude. No.
Raptor
I got
arms as
benched.
well? What is this?
Hey yo.
And Cloud. Okay. All right. Well, I am ready. I don't know if you are ready. This is gonna
Wait,
be
let me. I'm
very
gonna ask for a
interesting.
position change.
I was about to say I would definitely move to the middle.
Actually, I'm gonna move last. I'm gonna last pick you.
Oh, you're gonna last pick me. All right. I like it. I like it. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very, very interesting. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Let's boogie.
Let's boogie.
Man, fade.
Ban phase. Oh. Cancel that. We're gonna ban. No. Actually, no. The heck is that? Can't even find it. It's not even up there. Oh, all right. I like it.
Follow them.
Okay.
So Kipper is gonna be the first selection on the side of the losing team, because you're gonna lose. I was trying to go for the hoopa, maybe. Go for it. Hoopa gonna be the first pick. Yeah, striker. Anybody can join. So we're gonna do a couple of matches while we wait for the final match of the night. And now we're seeing Rhino actually trying to hover the Dragon Pulse.
Oh.
That's what I thought. I thought you were gonna change. That's what I thought. Ooh, T-Tar. T-Tar and actually going Mama Swine. Why am I not surprised?
Gotta go with the big boy himself.
Okay, so Lucario and Slowbro on our end. Vixen Junction hovering a couple of attackers. Ooh, going Cinderace. Okay, so... Okay, so what am I gonna go for? I think I'm just gonna go...
Chat, we are definitely playing another game, so don't hold on to that. We will be playing another game, so you guys can join and play with us and play with a lot of the big name players in our team. So... Oh, I ended up with Junction.
You did end up with Junction. I'm just gonna go with this.
I like it.
So, you're still gonna lose.
I like it. I
Still
like
gonna
it.
lose.
I have a feeling I have 3 players that are going to be fighting for the jungle, though.
I had no idea what to pick to see my Cinderace. I want to.
All right. Raptor arms on the Slowbro. Interesting. Lucario. All right. Oh God, Blissey. I didn't even think about. Oh no, we can't. We can't pick the same players, right? The same
No.
Pokemon?
No, we can't. 'Cause in draft mode, we can't. So they
I
already.
wasn't sure if they did that or not.
All right, game 1. Team Rhino versus Team
number
Chopper.
1.
See what I can do.
Where are we going? Alright, cool. I'm going right down center. I'm gonna go ahead and jungle invade, and I really am excited about that. My movement is so quick. I'm zooming, boys. We zooming. All right, we'll just do this, and we'll take that. Oh, you wanna hit me? Come on, hit me. Alright, no, we're letting Lucario kind of do a little bit too much over here, and I did not like it. That's a big power-up punch. Big power-up punch. You love to see it. Power-up punch my tackle. That's just not right. Okay. Okay. Okay, benched. Okay, bench. Okay, bench. You love to see it. Oh. Oh. Hello, Dufox. How you doing?
I'm good. Just chilling, you know, just playing
Rocker?
some Unite.
Yeah, yeah. Just playing some Unite or playing all of Unite?
Some Unite.
Just some. Alright, cool.
I'm just trying to be not that bad so I can get carried by my team. That's the goal.
I like it. I like that, actually. I really, really
Let's
do like it.
go. Lucario with the kill.
Nice, nice, nice. I like it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
You're still swine though. A little behind, aren't we?
A little bit. Not too much. As I'm just getting rotated.
Boom! Let's
Four
go.
members. 4 members up top. I like it. I like it.
Gotta keep
I'm
those
just trying to let my
rotations on
Dartrix
deck.
get as much farm as they can possible by themselves. Get them up to level 7 as quickly as possible here. Coming. I got you,
Clever.
Vix. I'm coming. I got you. Oh, yeah, we're stringing something. We're stringing something. Oh, I'm out. Ah, I got that. Let's go. Let's
Leave
go.
on Zobiel's minus 12 with 5. Cinderace is actually on the bottom.
Oh. Okay. Ow. CC'd everywhere.
Boom.
Got Pupitar inting, and I love it. Oh, I did not want to leave, but okay. Good defense, good defense. I like it. Oh, please use potion. My God. I like part of my team. Not gonna lie. But boy, do we need to do something here. Yeah, we probably need to just prioritize this top. Start calling the shots, guys. Start calling the shots. Start calling. Come on.
La, la, la.
Should have been jungler. It seems. Should have jungler. Oh, there it goes. There she goes. Oh,
There
that's a pussy
she
hole.
goes.
There she goes
There
again.
she goes. Boom! Look at the snipe by Chopper. Double kill by
Yikes.
Chopper.
Double kill.
Look at that double kill.
Double
Who puts-
kill. I don't like this Tyranitar pick a little bit.
You have T-Tar? You didn't have any healing though.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like don't like the pick. I don't know what I could have led to maybe help that T-Tar when Blissey was already picked and Cofable was banned. Yeah, I don't think I really had anything.
I mean, you had the Eldegoss, but you refused to play
No,
it.
I am never gonna play Eldegoss. Not again.
See, that's your problem, Rhino. You need to, you know, accept the facts. Oh no, I got caught up.
Accept the facts. Accept it.
really good position now. No, Rhino actually trying to move in. See if we can see a change from Cloud actually going for the solar beam, but 40 points on the board. It's
How
going
did
to
I
be on the
die
top
to
side.
that? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Kipper, score! What are you doing? Break it! Nope. Lucario's there now. Love to see it, chat. Love to see the red ping. You just love to see the red ping. Okay.
So Cinder is actually going for the bottom side. Boop. I'm going to defend. You're dead, boy.
Yeah, I see
Good
that, and I
game.
just cannot
Okay.
seem
It-
to
They
get
died.
off of this red ping. Yeah, I can't get off of this red ping. This is just, why am I on red ping? It's my freaking server.
I don't know. I'm in orange.
This makes no sense. My team rolling. My team's running with it. I'm coming. A massive unite. Okay, we're gonna unite here. Alright, cool. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Get it. Get it. Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. Get it, girl. Huge, massive unite by me.
The middle of everybody.
Cinder with a quad. I like it. Sit here. I ain't going back. No, there's too much farm on this map to go back. That was a good push, but we need to kind of all get our unites back, and that's not good. Actually, yeah, if we could just defend very well, I think we'll be alright. We do have T-Tar. Could have went Snorlax. I could actually went Snorlax. Ooh. Nice to know you're over here. Lucario up top. Hello, Slowbro.
The final stretch. You're on fire.
Man, the
Collapsing
one
on
before.
that. That's very good. That's very good, because I'm here. Slowbro's looking to ult me. Nice eject. I like it. Okay.
Oh man.
One down. Can we rip? Yeah, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. We got him zoned. We got him zoned. He's dead. Let's go. Coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Let's no. Wait,
No
we got it.
way.
Wait, did we get it? Let's
How?
go.
The Blissey got the steal? No shot.
What a goal.
Let's
Save that
go.
goal, save that goal, save that goal for a push, save that goal for a push.
What a goal.
How did that? I hate Blissey so much. That's who I was trying to ban, but I could not find it. They wanted to ban Urshi. Like, we had first pick. Why ban our first pick?
I just want to say that I'd like to thank my team and my coach for making me as light as possible so I can get carried.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, they go for a final push. Okay.
Gotta hold off as much as I can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Time's up.
I don't really really like the T-Tar pick. We had 3 junglers. We had
And
3
you get a
junglers.
jungler, and you get a jungler.
You lose.
Don't know how much I really like that T-Tar pick. I mean, I didn't do that well either, but
I just want to thank Animated Eagle for the game-winning play.
yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunato. Alright. If we return to the lobby here, we had some people that wanted to get in, so I'm just going to kick everybody out, and then you're going to have to re-get back in. So if you want to play again, just come back in. I think the lobby number changed anyway. Okay. 7-1-1-7-1-4-3-7. God, you can't do it on here.
You know, for next time, right, we can have our logos at the top.
Yeah,
That way. And yeah, you can have my logo on the side and score that 1 for victory number 1 because I just owned you. And then on the side, you can just put the 0 because you have not won a game.
Yo! I like it. Picasso. There you go.
Oh my god, Austin Ghost is
I wasn't even engaging. That was the thing. I didn't even engage. I didn't even engage. I waited for my team. I literally waited for my whole team as they were fighting Lucario up top. I was sitting there. I was like, hey, I'm here still. Right? Like, because they can't communicate. So, like, it was good. It was really good. And I was just trying to put my big boy body in between everybody. Like, I did fine, I think. I think I did fine. I think I did fine.
I just want to tell hashtag Team Drip, thank you for the carry. I hope I was not too heavy.
Yeah, because you had, what, almost a whole side of Team Drip on you?
Yeah, I did, and it was fun. A couple of them one more time. So A-Goat's actually switching onto my side.
Mm-hmm.
And we see Striker on yours too. So a couple of different people.
Couple different names, and I like it.
Wait, they switched to me. Hold up.
Oh no.
We're on the same team. We're on the same team.
Oh no.
Wait. The whole point is my team versus yours.
Yeah.
They're declining my position changes.
Okay, hold on. I have the power. There you go.
Let's go.
Injection gets in. Oh no.
Let's go.
Unfortunate. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hopefully my team doesn't ban Urshifu this time. Like... I kind of really want to ban that one. You ban my mammo, I'll be mad.
I don't know who to ban, dude.
Ban my mammo.
Yes.
What the? What the?
I just went to what Junction was trying to do.
Lily, why did you do that? You could have went Urshifu. What?
Maybe they enjoy playing
Oh
Machamp.
my god.
We got Clefable in
I
there
mean,
too.
I'm kind of forced into it.
See if I can smoke some people.
Oh god. I mean, I just Oh. Oh, it's perfectly fine, Lily. You are fine. I just really wish you would have picked Urshi. Just gave them the most OP god.
We have a
Striker on the Mew,
Clefable.
though. Raptors on the Mime? Okay, yeah, we actually might be goated here this time. We actually might be goated here. What Blissey skin is that? I don't have that Blissey skin. Okay, alright. Raptor. Okay, Raptor's going bottom. Alright, I'll go top. I'm gonna try to piggyback this Lily here. Jimmy on the Clefable though? Ugh.
You should be scared about Junction on the crust.
Nah, the Crustal pick. Yeah, Junction, get out of here. I love you, Junction, but I don't. Alright, let's get it. Come on, team. I love you, team. Where are you going, Striker? You go bottom. What the? What are you? Wait, what? We have no jungler? You're joking. I hate my team.
GG's.
My team is just trolling me right now. My team is legit trolling me. How did I miss that? Excuse me?
Oh no, I have Zero Aura on. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I didn't time that just right. I haven't played Blissey in forever, chat. Leave me alone. Oh, missed that too. Yeah. This Clefable's level 4 already. But it is taking farm away from this Urshi, so I'm actually kind of happy. Hey, I took that. Let's go. Lily, get out of there. I like it. Gasso.
Thank you so much, Cloud. You are the real MVP. I greatly appreciate you.
Did Cloud come in and help you? My Zero Aura die?
Yeah.
I'm getting grieved. Hey. Get out of there. What are you doing? You're too far in.
Oh, thanks.
Let me
I thought
just
you were
slap
talking
you.
to me.
Slap, slap, slappy. Where are you going, Machamp? We still have one more piece of farm we could have got before we could have went there. Oh, I just barely missed you, benched. I hate you. Oh god, he's Urshi now. Oh, he's Dark Urshi.
Oh my god.
I got nothing. I got nothing to worry about. Team, they're coming! Team, they're coming! Okay, go bottom, go bottom, go bottom. Where are we going? We'll go bottom, we'll go bottom, go bottom, go bottom. What are y'all doing? Follow me, gather! Please! I hate y'all. I hate y'all. I hate y'all, and I hate y'all. I have a Mew jungler, and I do not like this. Excuse me? I literally safeguarded as you did that. It makes no sense. Yeah. Nice.
Here comes the Crimson Chin.
Oh my god. No. No. Junction, you're griefing here, buddy. No, I wanted that. Oh, please.
Is everybody trying to kill Junction, dude?
Yes. Yeah. Let's go. 100% the highlight. Surviving on one, you love to see it.
Reggie on side. Bing, bing, bing. Oh my god! Oh my god.
That was a good. That was a good blink, though.
Oh
my
man.
God.
Oh man, I wanted that kill
Feels
so
good to
badly.
kill a Blissey, doesn't it?
Yeah, but actually Delphox got it.
I don't know what Agoats is doing, but he's definitely throwing my games, and I don't like it. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god, he's level 9 already?
You should be worried about me, Rhino. I'm in level 10.
I'm just trying to get out of here at this point.
Oh wait, you're about to die? Hold up.
No!
Hold up.
No! Oh, you united me.
Oh no, I overextended. I overextended!
Things were lost and things were caught. I'm coming, team! I still don't have Unite, but I'm coming! Yes! Believe in you.
Oh no.
Jimmy, what are you doing, Jimmy?
Let's go, Jimmy!
Nope. Not today.
Everybody's just ganging up on the bottom side.
Please leave me alone, Junction. I hate you. Oh my god.
That's what you get for hating on Crustle.
Ah. I want to slap. What the? I'll just take that. That's fine. Bottom path, top path. What are we doing? What are we got to farm here? Hello. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Oh god. Who let him have Urshifu again?
They first picked it and then they traded.
God. I wish my team first picked it. I would have loved to have Urshifu. Would have loved it. I could have easily picked your Machamp like last.
Double kill on the top side by the Cinderace.
Yeah, I just gotta farm. I'm just doing Blissey things. I'm doing solo cute Blissey things right now. I need some pluses. Oh, that's gonna be fun to deal with. Can I just let
Thank
that
you.
go in, actually? Probably can. That actually hurt.
Can I do this?
No.
Let's go!
No. Oh, I should have been a jungler. I should have been the jungler. I should have just been the jungler. Said I have trolls. People just trolling me right now. Just let that in. I don't even like want it at this point. I want these points though. These were my points. I'm coming as fast as I can. Here I come to save the day. Why hi? How you doing? Yay!
The final stretch.
Eh.
Pretty sure mine has Unite.
Yo, we got the Delphox ult right away. Let's go. Oh, huge! Huge Unite!
Oh
Let's
no.
go!
Oh no.
Let's
Okay, okay.
go!
Oh my god. Okay, okay,
Can we
okay, okay.
please just kill this Crustle already, or no? Like, we just not gonna do this yet?
Mm-mm. Let's go, Junction!
No, no, just take it, just take it. Come on, just rip. Oh, no, we can't. Oh,
Let's go, Junction! Let's go,
No!
Junction! Oh my god.
God. Please, for the love of God, like, he was just... We have no rip. Like, we have no rip whatsoever. Why? Why follow me? Why follow me? It doesn't make sense. Why are you following me? Why? Please, team, just rip it. Like, this makes no sense. I have no rip whatsoever. Like, we had such a great team fight, but we have no rip. That's a good kill, but you're dead. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, he got it.
Let's go!
The mime got it.
Let's go!
What a goal! What a goal! What a goal!
There's 100, there's another hundo, there's another hundo. We'll get more points. I don't think I'll get it there in time. Oh. Num 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 num.
5, 4,
Mr. Mime, I love you!
1.
Can I get an ult to go try to score?
Eyes up.
Oh man, I think we
I had
lost.
such a massive Blissey ult on this Machamp. I think y'all still won though.
I mean, all our bases were clear unless we overdunked.
Let's go!
Ah!
Let's go! Going to game number 3, and I'm jungling, because none of y'all can jungle. God. I think somebody should have gone soft boiled. I don't play soft boiled. Soft boiled is such a trash move. It's so bad.
Rhino is such a hater.
It's so bad. People just think healing is all you can do, but I literally made you survive like throughout half of that match. Oh god. Alright, we ready? Is everybody in that wanted to be in? I don't even know. Double checking.
Just run it back, and we are 1-1.
Yeah, we are 1-1. Run it back. But I think you have A-goats this time, so GG's.
Okay. Hey, A-goats? A-goats is gonna help me. He just wanted to troll you. I'm
You
just
just
saying.
wanted to troll me, I guess.
Of course.
Don't want to ban Urshi. I want to have Urshi. Just first pick it.
Egg.
Just first pick it. Actually. Cool. Alright. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Sableye? Really?
Let's go, A-goats. I trust you.
Oh god. You would choose. You would choose that. Okay. Okay. And then Comfy. God. Please. Junction on the Talonflame, really?
My team is. Oh, they should pick Absol. Aw. Absol would have been.
You have no tank.
Okay. No, we don't need it.
Apparently.
Going full scoring.
Hmm. This is gonna be interesting. Because I'm gonna get dove on so hard. And then I have the Decidueye snipe to worry about too.
You don't have to worry about me though. My skill shots suck.
Yeah, right. I've seen you play. I saw you in that tournament. Actually,
Yeah, and all
really
I
good in that
all,
tournament.
all I ran was stored power and future sight. I did not run. I did not run a Psych Shock Slide Beam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Sableye didn't jungle invade me, so that's a good thing. What is the thanks back and forth for? What is going on? Okay. Okay. Seems like my bottom lane's kind of losing a little bit. That's not good. Nice. There's the Decidueye, 3 people in mid. You're kind of dead there. Oh, we got out. Good. You should be stacking right now. Okay. Oh no. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. We're fine. We're good. Fine. Fine. Okay. Oh God, really? Why? Why are we chasing a Talonflame? What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? I misclicked too, and that's not good. I'm so mad I misclicked.
I'm dead. But you're dead too. Let's
Oh
go.
my God.
40.
I do not like this one bit. Can't believe I went the wrong freaking move. And then I have.
Are you
people
using
taking-
Pyro Ball, dude?
Yeah, I took the wrong move.
Oh my god.
Yes, I know.
Oh my god.
I
We're
still know how to
doomed from
use
this
it. But
player.
yeah, this is like.
Hey, no. There's still an opportunity. Because Rayquaza's still a thing.
It
ain't over-
still a thing, yeah.
It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Oh my god, no! Nope. I will not engage.
Jeez.
Oh no.
What?
The champ unite move.
My team had like no coordination, but it's okay. I'm getting killed by a Decidueye right now. I did not like that. My God, I full healed, but red ping sucks. I love the
gonna follow.
Gator Talonflame. Just don't get why we're chasing a Talonflame. Makes no sense. Oh god, the whole team's there.
Oh, man, they cranked it up on the Venusaur too.
Yay, we got a kill finally. Let's go.
You're in trouble.
Oh god, save a lie.
40 in the middle. Very nice.
I'm just playing Farm Simulator right now. I'm just being a regular Cinder.
That's what you should do, yes. I would highly recommend. You're level 13, you're doing a really good job at maintaining that level.
Yeah. This kind of hurts. Still Decidueye's higher. Alright, let's start grouping with the team. Oh. Decidueye hurts, man. Why?
The final stretch. Don't give up.
That's a Decidueye ult. Well, he's gonna go score on a base. Let's go!
No! Oh! Let's go!
God,
Let's
bro.
go! Let's go!
I had nobody with me. Like, We're chasing. Chasing.
GG's.
Gotta love it.
GG's, Rhino. GG's.
Yeah.
You lose.
Outplayed. No, I was carried hard, but yes.
All good. I was literally just farming all game, 33k, gotta love it. Gotta love it. GG's.
GG's.
I can't believe I went the wrong freaking move. Never go the wrong move set. Okay. So we're just waiting on Team Drip and War Legion at the moment. So let's go ahead and go over to the versus screen and start talking about the next match, which is hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion. Go ahead.
Oh, we're gonna start?
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, I was just talking about it.
okay. All right, my bad. So, hashtag Team Drip, undefeated team. One of the fews that we have left, War Legion, by suffering their first loss, looking to bounce back from that versus Jungle Griefers, and it was a pretty convincing win on the side of Jungle Griefers too. So a lot of the things that Team Drip really likes to do is try to get ahead as fast as possible. Most of the top teams are actually going to go for that. So it's going to be pivotal for War Legion to actually dig into their pockets a little bit and see what type of picks they would like to prioritize. And hashtag Team Drip has their own type of style. And now, considering the fact right now that you have had more experience with hashtag Team Drip, how do you would describe how they play?
They play very well. They play very well together. More of a rip comp type compositions they've always had. Very good early. They let teams kind of come back in a mid game, but that late game is where they kind of been shining. Is where that rip comp has been kind of going, and just flipping it and breaking it. So it's gonna be very very weird to see what they try to do against War Legion when War Legion is a very big team comp type of player.
It's going to be pretty interesting. Everybody should be getting ready, all set up. So we go into the phase of draft now.
Yep, I'm just waiting on to see from these teams to find out what exactly they're going to be doing. Seems like somebody else is kind of missing a player as well, which does not help. So I'm just trying to figure out what they're doing. 1 second. As I thought these teams were ready to play, and it seems like they are not. I know War Legion has been ready. They've been ready since the beginning. It's hashtag Team Drip that's getting the issues to play right now.
Pokemon Unite has been turning into a very exciting game. The balance changes, providing opportunities for other Pokemon to continue to thrive in this meta. A lot of dashing, a lot of moving forward, a lot of X speed, a lot of fast movements. And I'm very excited as well for tomorrow, Rhino, because UCS is going to start
Yeah,
from a lot
UCS
of
is,
people.
and I'm trying to figure out some teams that I can get to uh ones from the Coronation League at least to follow and to cast and just kind of watch them play as well. I'm trying to get with some teams to find out if they would be willing and willing to do that. So
A lot of people, a lot of teams in North America, and a lot of teams in Puerto Rico side as well are going to be participating in UCS tomorrow. So a lot to play for, but a lot of experience to be gained too. Now, NA has their work cut out for them because all the other regions are starting to step up their game. Now, North America is like the best region because they won the last championship. You know, Europe is looking to change that as well as the rest of the teams now. Do you think that China has China already had Pokemon Unite?
I think so. I think they're already playing right now.
So there's quite a few teams like Europe side, Korea side, Japan side. It's can't wait for the World Championship already, but UCS is gonna be so stacked to the brim with talent, as well as like the competitions all around. And VGC, for example, Pokemon VGC, Wolf was actually commenting the fact that these qualifiers were actually some of the toughest in the history of Pokemon VGC because there's so many people actually playing Scarlet and Violet. So it's pretty cool how Pokemon esports is actually starting to thrive a lot more as we continue on.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Hold on, something. Okay, so yes, team hashtag Team Drip is ready to go and ready to see this next match out, as we will have hashtag Team Drip 4-0 versus War Legion Esports, but unfortunately, hashtag Team Drip is missing the drip. Chopper.
Let's see if War Legion is not about to lose the battle. They do not want to go 3-2, especially
No.
being the number one team on the Zapdos side. But hashtag Team Drip does not want to let that undefeated streak land. So let's see if War Legion can be the Brock Lesnar to Team Drip's Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah. But again, Team Drip is missing their big drip in the middle, so it's going to be very interesting to see how well they do things. Um,
Yeah, the lot of the lineups experience a lot of changes because we know, additional to the fact that life gets complicated, it's the commitment towards actually going through the game is also pretty difficult, especially when you have work and you have different situations that can hinder you.
Yes.
It's just stuff that happens. It's up to the teams to establish that adaptability. And if anybody could do it, it is definitely going to be hashtag Team Drip. They have a really deep pool of players that they can choose from. So hopefully they won't be missing the big drip in the middle
Yeah.
that much.
Fortunately, yeah, I really hope they're not, as they definitely had a big impact on a lot of their games. So
Mhm.
I'm really hoping for a big match, as they are 4-0, and if they win, they're another team that's going to go to 5-0 and would have been guaranteed their spot into the playoffs. But they go down to 4-1, it could very much so change that aspect. So it's kind of, it's kind of weird on how that could actually work out. This is hashtag Team
Another thing
Drip.
to point out is obviously this is the Unite World Coronation League. Rhino Gaming and Chopper bring you some little bit of commentary today on the Friday night SmackDown of the league,
Dude,
down to our
I
final
love
match of the
WWE.
night.
I absolutely am a big fan of WWE.
So I keep bringing up those types of quotes, and now that I know that you love wrestling, I'm gonna make sure to actually mention a lot of stuff wrestling wise that you are going to get. Nobody else will, but you
Let's
and I will.
go. Okay. Just getting with War Legion to find out what picks and bans they're going to be doing, as we're going to be getting in the picks and bans here soon. They are choosing a first pick for the side of War Legion.
Give me that draft phase, Rhino. Let's get it.
I know I'm just waiting for hashtag Team Drip to say when they are ready.
Got it.
Hashtag Team. Oh well, animated eagle would have been nice too. Wind. Okay, chat, we are going to go to a little bit of a break here. We're going to go ahead and go into the highlights. And as you guys watch the highlights, I'm going to make sure I get this going. And as soon as picks and bans start, I will make sure we switch over to it so you guys don't miss any action as far as picks and bans and going into games as well. Again, this is a best of 3 between hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion. And we will be right back.
Nobody there to hit the buzzer at the same time.
Connect, and look at that. We said team fights are going in their favor, and there's the proof, guys. Despite how many great objective secures from Team Rocketo in the actual team fight, you cannot beat Kakuna Matata. They're so good. They just know what they're doing. I don't know if they're eating their Wheaties, if they're I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But they're drinking their milk, they're taking their vitamins, and they are just hitting as hard as possible. They're ready for this fight, and who's going to come out ahead? 5v4, 4 Super Squirtle Squad, and it looks like there's the Duraludon ult. It's not on the objective at all, and he's taken out because the Mamos one goes in deep, but it looks like Super Squirtle Squad coming way out ahead on this one. No surprise at all in that 4v5, and it looks like the Guardy getting 3-piece before they go ahead and start burning the Regice down.
Yeah, that was a big fight. I didn't see the very beginning of it. I couldn't tell if Mamo came in late or if the fight just. When did Unsung Heroes break top? Oh, probably when they dove that Buzzwell.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. And now we can see the Regirock at half health, but it looks like it is all going to be Super Squirtle Squad right now. It is resetting, which gives a little additional time for the Unsung Heroes, but
And getting red and blue buff off the map ASAP. Because Mons like Snorlax are going to be in there trying to take it and doing it with 3 people surrounding it.
3 around him, and Jaggy goes ahead, grabs that red buff, and then gets out of dodge. This is absolutely wild, this game. We talked that it may be the game of the night, and I think right now they're living up to it. This is fantastic as the ultimates, the Unite moves getting
Whoa.
cut back forth. And it's right now, it looks like it's EXP Elite Four going ahead, starting to burn. Not a great situation though, because as you can see, that Dodrio comes in and just shreds, does all sorts of damage, gets a little two-piece and says, hey, I'm just gonna go hang out in this bush while our mime scores on your home base.
Yeah, it felt like EXP Elite Four had a chance here with about a minute when it in a game that it felt like they shouldn't have had a chance to have a chance. But Dark Order handled it well. I'm sure I said that horribly, but it was a fun one to watch for sure.
Into picks and bans, hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion Esports. Delphox being banned on the first side for War Legion Esports.
You want to make sure that you get that counter pick out of the way, especially if you plan on possibly banning, picking the Gardevoir, because we know that Delphox has actually been going up in priority as one of the best attackers in the game, which honestly, it feels like a long time coming, especially from somebody from Delphox's caliber. Like, that Pokemon is bonkers if you know how to use him. On the side of Team Drip, we are seeing Clefable and Urshifu banned, just respecting the power of those Pokemon as well as we go into the final pick of War Legion's side.
Yeah, as Mr. Mimes being banned on the side of War Legion Esports. Now, the draft is moving really good, but Blissey is available for War Legion, and this could really be bad for hashtag Team Drip here.
First pick on the board might be the defenders that we always like to go for. We will see what War Legion is going to go for that first pick.
If they don't opt to get the Blissey here, I'll be very, very surprised. I know Team Drip will 100% take that as quickly as possible. Okay, so there's the pick. I was like, there's no doubt and question that Blissey should be your number one pick. Like, it wouldn't make sense if you're not gonna ban it, then you might as well choose it.
Two picks on the side of the Team Drip this time. So probably the best support on the board was already cleared up. Two supports banned. Comfy is not available this week. Actually trying to look for some defenders maybe. But actually choosing the Hoopa on first rotation. So support's going with a lot of priority and sticking with the Blastoise as well. A Team Drip vintage pick, if you will.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Blastoise pick. I would have loved to obviously see Mamo there, as I love Mamo to death. But the spin to win Blastoise is going to be as T-Tar's getting chosen. That just kind of blew me off. Just like, whoa, what? Like, why not Mamo? But I mean, we were playing Protect the President.
Yep. They're going to protect that
president.
President T-Tar got two healers this time around and going for Rhino's favorite support in Eldegoss as we're going into the final pick from Team Drip.
Eldegoss is like, trying to get Otis into playing the game. It just doesn't make sense to me as Slowbro's getting picked on the side of hashtag Team Drip.
A lot of individual plays. They want to protect the president, but Slowbro's Unite move has other plans. And if they choose to go telekinesis, that's another way that you can disengage any type of team fight. I highly doubt they would go that because Amnesia is way too good. And they decide to ban the Gardevoir, which is, I believe, a very solid ban on the side of Team Drip, especially since GT, if they are the ones that are going to be playing, one of the best Gardevoirs that we have in our region. And they actually choose to ban the Mew, who has been going in top priority, probably the best laner in the game right now. Requires a lot of execution, but it's a lot of execution that Team Drip already does have.
Yeah, it's very... The Mew band with the Gardevoir band, again, hashtag Team Drip loves to go with that flip comp, that rip comp. Duraludon really fits well. Hoopa's going to definitely be able to get them around the board quicker to possibly get around this T-Tar, Eldegoss, Blissey when they're just all three together. So to utilize this Hoopa in a way that they can easily manipulate themselves going back and forth is going to be great. The Buzzwole pick is definitely just another Blissey, Eldegoss. Like if T-Tar goes down with the Slowbro ult, they still have Buzzwole to, get that Protect the President as well. as I would have liked to see Venusaur instead of the Buzzwole, to where you can guarantee yourself a good laner. A Sylveon pick, that's fine, but I probably would have gone Venu instead of Buzzwole, because you can easily switch out the Venu and T-Tar in the jungle wise. Yeah, that's a weird pick to me, but I like it. Greninja being picked on the side of Team Drip.
And Sylvia rounded out the composition of War Legion, so they do want to protect the president, and we do have a strong front line in Buzzwall. Blissey's just going to keep healing it up. And just to have a secondary option for any type of damage possible, Sylveon would definitely be the pick to go for. As Sylveon is just a better Espeon, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm very as much as I love this Sylveon, um, it's definitely there to sustain for itself, which is obviously very, very smart to do in that game sense. So I'm kind of excited. It's more or less that Buzzwole pick. Like Buzzwole, yes, does fit in that comp 100%. It just doesn't. I don't think it lanes very well. I mean, its early game is kind of okay. I just don't think it lanes very well in my opinion, at least.
What do you think of the team comps? A lot of sustain on the side of War Legion, a lot of self-sustain from Gene Drip, and particularly with the Slowbro, we might see a couple of support moves played by the Hoopa. I am expecting a couple of buddy barriers, but other than that, that's about it. The Duraludon is definitely there to try to get that back line, and try to go in between whatever type of barrier War Legion is going to set up. So maybe I'm expecting a flash cannon type of pick for Duraludon.
I would definitely not go stationary due to this Buzzwole, and T-Tar that could just run in and just baby tramp on him. I think this Duraludon is gonna have to be away from everybody in this fight. It's gonna be so weird because unless Blastoise kind of opts into going into the Surf option to get this T-Tar and Buzzwole away from the carry, it's gonna be weird because Hoopa really can't do much. The only thing it really can do is just if it wants to, hyperspace hold people out. If it opts to go that route, I'm very favorable right now on the War Legion esports side, just due to the amount of sustain that they got. That Delphox first ban pick was they kind of knew where they were going to go and what they wanted to do, because I felt like they knew with Clefable getting that huge healing buff, like you now have Clefable, LD, Mine, Blissey, like 3 massive good healers that could technically heal and make that Protector President even better. So it's going to be interesting as we are getting into game number 1. We have War Legion versus #Team Drip. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, I'm really, really liking that side of War Legion.
See what type of itemization we're going to go for. So interesting picks. Actually, Zayon is going to be playing. So Rezia, Chunti, Rug McBeef, and Skips is going to be the lineup. Whereas on this side, we have Animated Bench, Raptor Arms, Cloud, and Tech. Tech would be the... I believe this is the first time that we're actually seeing Tech in the league. But the few times we're actually seeing Seon on that side as well. So interesting picks by Seon too. Actually going Rapid Fire, Scarf, Muscle Band, Focus Band, Sylvie. What do you think of this itemization build, as well as a potion?
I like it. I really do like it a lot. It makes that self-sustain to where you're not having the Eldegoss or the Blissey really have to put anything on you. where now they can focus more on this Reza T-Tar baby, dabbing his way through everything. And like I said, the Buzzwole being an option too, to basically go where this Sylveon just is no option. Like, you don't need to go to it at all. Like, it can self-sustain by itself, it can do the damage by itself. There's no reason that they have to be there, which is really helpful for the team when you're trying to do a protective President Tom.
It's most of the times as well, if you are going to protect the president, you're going to have 4 people on one side, and then if you have a Sylveon poking on the other one with a 4-1 type of composition, it's a lot easier for them to actually get some more objective control if you're going to put a lot of the players together. And Sylveon already is one of the best characters, in my opinion, to actually fight in the 1v1 scenario if they are like balanced and stuff. So it's going to be pretty interesting as we're seeing the Duraludon actually trying to get in and get that T-Tar KO on the way, but Eldegoss actually being the LBP that time, the Gossifleur rather, actually skips running away as much as possible. They do manage to get some stacks in and a couple of points, 11 points on the board for War Legion. Team Drip responding with 4 points on their side.
Yeah, it's missing that stun there definitely hurt, because if they hit that stun, that's a possible double kill. If not, that's a kill on that little Eldegoss, or not the Eldegoss,
Gossifleur?
Gossifleur. Getting that kill on that would have been massive for them. But now Duraludon just gets picked up, gets slammed down, and now it's going to get RKO'd as it gets a double kill for Reza. And it's just now, yeah, these points are just going to rake in. I like this team comp, I really do.
Yeah, Tech doing whatever they can to actually try to keep them away. But a lot of points on the top of the board as we're going on to the 8-minute 30 mark. A lot of time for them to start getting some more farm in on both sides. You're seeing actually trying to move in for the slow bro. Who by damage onto Chunti.
Yeah, War McBeef with the Roy McBeef, I should say, War McBeef, getting the little heal that really that Buzzwole kind of needed. It put that presence there, and they're kind of, oh, we got to back out. And then as we do have a fight going on, Buzzwole getting 2 slams and gets the Duraludon again, just gets stationary, gets taken out as Sylveon's trying to get another kill, as it did get the kill onto the Blastoise or Wartortle.
Yeah, but Raptor Arms just going to use that skull and continue on forwards. And now Greninja is definitely somebody to look out for. Tech really wants to make sure that #Team Drip gets this one on the board. While that goes on, indeed he gets stolen away on the side of Team Drip. And it was so important for them actually to get those Altaras and Swablu's in the middle. We're seeing Chunti actually doing the engages from the brush. Bench doing such a good job at sustaining himself and actually mitigating the offense that was thrown at him. So really good defensive options by Benched.
It was such a huge water gun right there. It literally knocked all 4 players back and was like, no, get off me. And it was just so wonderful to see, because all 4 of them were like, oh, we can't get him now. They just had to back off as the Wartortle does go down with the surf. As
But
another
it gets
surf goes through.
Yep, it gets secured by Tech. Beautiful Reggie Steal, and now we're seeing #Team Drip trying to clean up as much as possible.
What?
Welcome to the Unite World Coronation League. Tech, another double kill, securing the Reggie Steal, doing the plays to make sure the Team Drip actually gets ahead in points.
Yeah, that was an interesting engagement by War Legion, honestly, as they're gonna use the Hoopa portal, and they're gonna just go ahead and do like old school Hoopa does, put everybody up top as we're gonna stay bottom and just start farming to where we can hit 9 and ult when we can.
Yeah, we already have a T-Tar in level 9, so as soon as Team Drip actually recognized that the Pupitar was actually farming up alone, they actually went for the 5v4. A Unite move is going to come in by the Duraludon. They do secure the Regieleki on the side of War Legion. The Slowbro actually takes down the T-Tar. So the president has been shot and dead.
Yeah, the president did get shot and it did get dead. But that president was looking for this Blissey ult. As Blissey does get the ult, get the Unite. There goes 2 down. Hoopa goes down as well, and so does the rest. As there is a triple kill for Zion and a double kill for Chunti.
Yeah, trying to get that last fruit hail up as much as possible, but Chunti actually managing to score those 29 points. Roy McBeef has to run away as Tech is actually put in a precarious situation trying to get that grab onto the SmackDown. They do
Nice
take care of the
jump edge.
healing on one side, but Skipsa still rocking the Eldegoss, even more sustained from the side of War Legion. Double support comms are becoming a thing.
Double support comps are, and this Scold actually, I believe, does it have anti-heal when you Scold, if I'm not mistaken?
I would have to check on the Unite
I
database.
was about to say, I believe it does, if I'm not mistaken. So like, it does help them, but I know it's not a whole lot of like that it puts. But there is a Unite coming out and does not look good for the side of hashtag Team Drip, as they're just getting picked up and they're getting slammed down. Blastoise just trying to do everything it can to self-sustain and surf out, but there's nothing else there.
Secured by Zayon, the Regis, as they continue to push forward. Unite move actually being used by Animated to push them all away. Roy McBeef is going to fall one more time. But if you want to kill, you don't want to kill the support. It's a level 10 Roy McBeef. It is going to give you some experience, but is it going to be enough now that we have Zayon, Chunti, and the T-Tar on level 12, Rezia?
Yeah, Reza on this T-Tar already at level 12. As from the other side, you have a level 12 tech, yeah, but there's nothing else to really go with it. Like, yeah, you have an 11 Cloud, but this Buzzwole is level 12 as well. Like, so is the Sylveon. There's so much levels on the side of War Legion. It might look one-sided as far as Team Drip like winning the team fights, but later on down the road, this won't be fun for Team Drip, as they are gonna go, as War Legion is running down bottom 5-man.
They're actually going 1v1 versus Raptor Arms, going on the bottom side, 3v2 comp. SmackDown's going to go ahead. Now Cloud trying to maintain them at a distance. A really good Dragon Dance on the side of the Duraludon, but the healing on the side of War Legion seems to be putting them in a tough spot. By that I mean Team Drip. Now the differential is not that big. We are 3 minutes left into the game. Let's see what's going to happen as soon as we go into the Rayquaza situation. The carries on the side of War Legion are leveled up and ready to go. But is it going to be enough for Team Drip to actually get those team comps in? If they reach that Duraludon, it could be over on the side of Team Drip. Maybe War Legion actually securing the victory. And they are going to the bottom side with 5 seconds left for that last Reggie.
Yep, as they're getting ready, in that portal, the portal has been massive for the side of hashtag Team Drip, as being able to just come back and forth from both lanes, as there is a huge surf, but that is a miss surf and it hits the wall as nobody else is hit. But there goes a Blissey Unite onto the Buzzwole, and nothing else gets done, but they do get the Blissey ult out of all of that, and that is definitely not good at all, as Slowbro did use its Unite too, but that Blissey Unite is more impactful than that Slowbro.
Everybody trying to maintain the positions. Now Rezia is on the bottom side. Everybody else from War Legion actually trying to space themselves out. So Buzzwole is going to try to do the job to defend versus the Blastoise is going to head on to the target.
The stare down is real. It's like they don't know each other are sitting there, but that is one huge stare down, as Tech is looking his way into his soul and going, you make the first move there, buddy, as Skipza is up there. We're going to be just trying to do a little bit of poking here, a little bit of pokey there. But that stare down is... that's got to be like the forefront of this league right there. Like, that is the forefront, and there he goes in, and here comes Tech. Oh, he shows himself and nothing gets done again, as there has to be something done from the side of Team Drip, as there is a Hundo Burger being done on the side from the up top, as more fights are coming in. But that is a Greninja ult as well. They're ripping and gripping, as they are told from Team Drip. Can they secure this? And Blastoise gets a Unite, and yes it does, for the side of hashtag Team Drip.
Yeah, if there is ever an MVP for this game, it's definitely benched. He managed to actually shake off Chunti, trying to defend on the top side, and scores 100 points to actually set the tone. Whereas now the Greninja is going to score another 100. they continue to actually try to push forward and get animated as well. Skips out trying to move one more time. And while the composition of protecting the president was actually really good on the side of War Legion, this is the problem you're going to have, especially when it comes to actually dealing damage in the first place. If they auto-sustain themselves, it could be difficult for them to actually get those approaches. 10 seconds left on the board. Cloud only has to defend. It's looking like a victory for Team Drip in the first game.
Welcome, Tech, to the League, the Unite League, Coronation League. God, I can't even speak right now. That was just such a great game one, as that was truly something. That was absolutely truly something.
So from what I'm reading on Scald's side, it says it follows a stream of boiling water, and it slows the enemies down by 80%, creating a cloud of steam centered on the first enemy hit, which slows them down for 30% for 3 seconds and applies a burn. And this burn reduces the attack by 40%.
Oh,
so
the
nothing
attack.
in regards. Yeah, it reduces the attack for 40% for 3 seconds. Which is why we're seeing Slowbro actually ran with a lot of Scald Amnesia in the first place. If you can't kill the Slowbro, you're gonna have a bad time. And again, War Legion's comp looked really well from the healing standpoint, but it felt like maybe they needed a little more damage.
Yeah, definitely some damage. Again, it looked like Buzzwole was doing a lot throughout that. I just feel like Venusaur probably would have been better, as Reza was sometimes out of position a couple of times where Roy McBeef and Skipsa were kind of with it. I feel like it just would have been better with the Venusaur type deal, because then once Venusaur is like, because Venusaur can be up and in, Buzzwole can go in, but then it has to get out because of cooldowns and then come back in. But as Venusaur, it can stay inside that battle, stay inside with it, and it would have been, I think, a little bit better with this T-Tar.
And let's see what type of adaptations they're going to go for, too. Rezia was trying to do a good job in trying to engage. We did see a different build than what we're used to. We do see the Dark Pulse a lot, but not that much of the second move that is not Ancient Power.
Sand Tomb.
The name escapes. Not a lot of Sand Tomb. We are seeing, though, Nouns Esports, whenever they do run T-Tar, they do run the Sand Tomb.
And I like that
whenever
too.
I really like Sand Tomb as
Yes.
as a whole, especially if you are trying to establish your defense.
Defense
if
and
you find-
CC.
Right. Especially because since it does actually true damage, it does go through the shield that Rayquaza builds in the first place. So you just put that right in the middle of the of your zone in the case that they do have the Rayquaza buff, and Tyranitar can pretty much defend solo, at least until your other teammates get there. That's one of the main reasons why you want to run that Sand Tomb.
Yeah, I liked the way the Buzzwole was picked. I liked what it did. I liked the rotations that they did with it. I feel like Venusaur probably would have still been better. Like, the Sylveon pick was perfect. Sylveon did what it needed to do. It did literally 53k damage, but you missed out on a lot of damage that possibly Venusaur could have helped you out with being more into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
As we are trying to get set up here for picks and bans number 2. Trying to see what they kind of go with here. Looks like they are missing a player in their VC as well. Typey type there, chat. Thank you guys, everybody who's been watching the Unite Coronation League, as I forgot to actually set up and let everybody know what game this is and what we're playing, because we're definitely not doing viewer games anymore. And that lobby code is definitely no longer. We have hashtag Team Drip. versus War Legion. Game number 2. Okay. War Legion is still opting to ban first. So we will start when they get started up and ready.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
But
What
again,
will
the
they
damage
ban?
output from the side of Team Drip, like that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Tech really established the tempo,
Yes.
especially right at the beginning of the game. Getting a couple of those double kills, securing the Reggie steal, and just maintaining what seemed to be an early game that was actually being dominated by War Legion. A lot of the disadvantages that they had were mitigated just because Tech actually went in and just started killing people, which is exactly the type of pace that you want to establish if you're Team Drip, just to maintain yourself in there. And then a complete outplay by Bench, I would say, on the top side. He was constantly looking to score those 100 points that he had on the board, and Chunti was actually up there trying to defend, but in the end, the Blastoise actually took it. And as soon as they separated themselves too much and they knew that they could rip it, they did. And that's why Cloud was actually so pivotal with the Duraludon as well.
yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting, as we are definitely getting into the picks and bans, and yet again, they start off with that Delphox.
Again, another good ban. Completely understandable. I feel like the Delphox ban is actually to bait out the Gardevoir ban as well. So let's see if Team Drip actually tries to take the bait. They could legitimately think that it's a first ban worthy as well. That's another thing that maybe they can go for. But it seems like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we are seeing the Clefable ban on the second side.
Yep, Clefable band, T-Tar banned as well. They definitely don't want to see this Protect the President go any longer. But there are other presidents you can definitely protect, which is going to be interesting on the side of War Legion Esports, and see what they kind of go off and do as well.
Yeah, first picking the Urshifu as soon as possible. But I'm not seeing the ban on their side. Did they pick the ban first?
For War Legion?
Yeah, I don't see the second ban. Okay, now we're seeing the Hoopa, actually. They do not want to have those rotations in. It's just that it took a little bit, actually, for me to see it on my side. Nevertheless, we are seeing the Urshifu first pick.
Interesting. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Urshifu being first pick. Mr. Mime being picked up on hashtags Team Drip. I wonder who that's probably going to go to, as Animated Eagle has been playing that a lot lately, along with the Blastoise being picked up right behind it.
Signature picked by Team Drip, which I really enjoy. Going a little bit of an unconventional route. Blastoise still is a good defender, solid defender for what they want to do. And after that game from bench, it would make total sense for them to pick it again.
Yeah, it was just weird because Blissey was available. They literally got Urshifu and Blissey and Mamo, 3 of the best Pokemon in the game right now. the Blissey, you could have had Mr. Mime and Blissey.
So they didn't want to run double support.
I guess not. Oh man.
Well, they are sticking to their guns.
Their guns.
Let's see how they run. Yeah, and actually picking Eldegoss. So that actually makes a lot. That makes a lot less sense now.
Okay. So hashtag Team Drip now has the ban worthy, as they ban the but they banned the Buzzwole.
They wanted the mime.
Why not ban Venu? Because that's what I would go now for the side of War Legion Esports, just to take it away from Team Drip, because like that looks like what they're what they could be going for. That is untrue there, chat, because they are not using this timer, and I am personally going to be getting after both of these teams about using this timer. Durulodon being banned on the side of War Legion Esports. That's a personal ban, and I like that ban though.
Yeah, I like the Bustle ban too. Chunti was dominating the beginning of the game, especially if you had the Duraludon on that one side. They are going to be able to pick the Mew on the side of Team Drip though. They go for the Duraludon ban, but they sacrifice actually picking up Mew, and we are seeing the Venusaur, as Rhino suggested quite heavily and angrily onto the mic.
um I don't know about picking it now, but yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can. Mr. Mime's gone. Eldegoss is gone. You have a Blissey. You could go. I mean, Snorlax is really good. It can be good. You can use Mamosline a little bit more of your. You go with Decidueye. I mean, Venusaur Lane isn't bad. Like, Venusaur Lane is really good.
Mm-hmm. Decidueye is definitely going to try to go jungle. Spirit Shackle, Decidueye, pretty much the only Decidueye should be played. If you want to rock Razor Leaf, it's totally fine, but since you have to maintain your approach so much, it's so difficult for you to kite, and we are seeing the Greninja from Tech's side one more time. So, a lot of damage from the side of Team Drip overall. Doing a lot better on the side of War Legion's comp as well. It kind of feels like you're favoring still the composition on War Legion's side, Rhino, just because of the 3 first picks, maybe?
Yes and no. Like, the Decidueye pick was an off throw for me. I didn't expect it. The only pick that I did really expect. I don't know. After the first draft phase, it was perfect. Everything was perfect on the side of both sides. Honestly, like, it wasn't that bad. But with the Venusaur pick, it kind of threw me off. The side of the hashtag Team Drip also threw me off because they could have had Blissey and Mr. Mime. And they could have had a Venusaur for themselves afterwards. I just don't know people if they know exactly, who the first Protector President was in this video game. The other thing is to I like the Decidueye into the Mew. But the Grin into the Decidueye is going to be awkward for the Grin if Urshifu goes Water Urshifu. If Urshifu goes Dark Urshifu, this Grin's going to have less of an issue because then it can get away from that Urshifu a lot better. The Water Urshifu is going to be a bigger issue because it can easily chase down this Mew and this Grin. And then Decidueye can just easily just one-shot the Mew after it's already been attacked by the other Water Urshifu. Yeah, it's
no Snorlax, no Slowbro either.
Yeah, I like the comps. I do. I like both. I feel like it's more or less on the side of hashtag Team Drip right now. Due to what they're playing. Like, this, if this Blastoise goes Rapid Spin instead of the Surf, it could work out very well against this comp because it's then doing damage against everybody who's in the back line, and then Gren can easily ult in and clean it up. Or it could do that, and then Blissey kind of ults out of nowhere and gets the Decidueye, and then now Decidueye is alive, and Gren's kind of just caught a rock in a hard place, and so is this Blastoise. Like, there's ways that they can engage, but they have to get an ult out first beforehand. It's so weird and awkward as we go into game number 2. Hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion Esports.
We're going ahead and seeing the itemizations whenever you can. If you could just zoom
Yep,
in
sorry,
that
my
for
bad.
me. Thank you so much, production. Doing a really good job at that. So Benched actually rocking the choice specs along with Buddy Berry and Focus Band. On Cloud side, we are seeing the triple glasses. The tech is sticking to the crit builds that we are usually seeing now. GameStar is actually the one that's actually running the Decidueye, which is pretty interesting. And Roy McBeef, it would appear that he would be using the Mammal. Now Razia actually going Rapid Fire Scarp with Muscle Band and the
I feel like
The
this
radar.
is a lane Decidueye. I really feel like this is a jungle Venu. Which
yeah, Razia is the one that plays jungle. Yeah,
this is going to be interesting because now that plays. That does not help the side of Team Drip at all when this Venusaur is going to be jungle. I
you
almost
want
would
to
have
get him
liked.
ahead.
I would have liked Skipza or one of them to play Sylveon again. To be honest, in that, like now I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of like, you could have went. You could have easily went like Sylveon. One of these two could have went Sylveon, and would have done. Oh, wait, hold. Huh? Now I'm lost and confused in words.
So Junti actually got to rock the Urshifu in the jungle, and we have Rezia on one side with Roy McBeef on the top lane. They are going to start battling versus Mew and Gossifleur. And we are seeing heavy damage right off to start the game too.
Yeah, that's a good takes by Reza. The only thing like that, yeah, that's gonna happen to you 100% as an Electro Ball takes down the side of that Bulbasaur, but they return the favor and take down that Gossifleur.
That's a sure hit, no skill required for that one. Just target, point, and click. Good job at clicking on the side of the Mew, as we're already seeing a level 5 Urshifu trying to invade the top side. And it is an Aqua Urshifu too.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be a huge issue for the side of hashtag Team Drip. Something that I'm excited to see is this Aqua work. Look at that, chasing in and just cleaning up and doing work. Urshifu killing it, baby. Let's go.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, baby.
Doing a really good job too, trying to get those engages, but the team fight is
Res-
actually a little
here.
lackluster on that one side.
Oh,
Now Tech actually doing a good job, returning the favor on the side of Tech too. Oh my God, kills left and right,
That was
nobody's
so
scoring just
great.
yet. Altaria right in the middle, and the exchanges are going to continue on, seeing the instant replay right on the lower side.
Love the instant replay, by the way. As you just see that get taken down, he goes in and takes that, and he's like, nope, I'm gonna take you out with it. It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, Rugmer Beef actually putting those ice shards to the test too. Really important as we're going on to the 8-minute mark. And trying to get those Altaras in the Swabus right at the beginning of the game.
Jeez.
They really know how to cancel their stuff, and Junti just continues to put on the pressure onto Animated. Not quite going to reach the Eldegoss, though. And now Mr. Mime is trying to get onto them as much as possible. Raptor Arms misses the barrier and misses the confusion. And now Tech is chasing out Chunti. That's going to be the kill. Very important kill on the side of Team Drip.
Important. I feel like he overstayed his welcome when he was just chasing there. Like, yeah, it's such a good chase Pokemon, but you can easily overstay your welcome, obviously. As Bench kind of goes in too, he's probably going to overstay his welcome, and it's probably most likely going to go down here to this Urshifu and just return to favor.
Skips up doing a really good job, but now that I say that, Bench actually responding back. There is no way he was going to get killed by that second evolution of the Decidueye, which I forgot the name of.
Dartrix.
Dartrix.
It's so weird because he was so far up. I thought he was dead for sure, but Chunti kind of came off it and it was like, okay, yeah, my Decidueye is gonna deal with it, or Dartrix is gonna deal with it. That's no problem. No, it gets the rapid spin and it kills Skipza. Like, it's just,
And we're seeing now the DPS actually going in from the side of bench. Regirock is going to be contested between two Chunti in the middle of two of them. And the Greninja trying to put in the wolf, but now the Blissey actually doing a lot. And the snipe on the side of the Decidueye from Skipza. As we continue on to put on the pressure, Regirock defense and special defense. MVP moves galore as they move their place on the board. With that being said, though, Team Drip is putting a lot of scoring down.
Yes, they are. The MVP goes to that Regirock right there, killing the killing the tech out of all things. And there goes a Blissey Unite onto the Urshifu, as Urshifu is going to overwhelcome his stay again. He's like, I'm going to fight you on your pad, and I'm going to kill you, as I have Skipzo right behind him with my arrows. But he does go down as Reza comes in, and so does Roy McBeef, as that is a 3-man down for the side of hashtag Team Drip.
Yeah, they seem to be sick and tired of getting constantly exposed and just put on the side of the pressure too. And now War Legion is actually putting the gas to the pedal to the metal as well. Rezi actually doing a really good job trying to maintain Raptor Arms out of Skip's way, but the Eldegoss was actually going to collapse right in front of him, so there was no really any escape for the Decidueye that time.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see some of these snipes go off and back and forth, and it's so awesome to see a snipe from the Decidueye and a snipe from the Mew, and neither one of them connect with each other, and they look at each other going, wait, what? And I'm going, God, if you hit that, like, that Pokemon's dead. But no, as there's huge unites going through, and as the Regieleki gets taken from hashtag Team Drip.
Yeah, the Unite move being used to secure. We're seeing the Unite move actually coming on behalf of Chunti too. Raptor Arms trying to do the best that they can, actually defend, as two members of War Legion are trying to eliminate that Regieleki as fast as possible. And now we're seeing Bench actually move ahead, doing that DPS and just putting in the work in the damage side.
That is a level 12 Urshi. You cannot be making that up right now. A level 12 Urshi, but that's also a level 11 Blastoise right now. There's some massive levels going in between both of these. Reza just unites right in, and so does Animated Eagle with saving his teammates. Greninja gets the Regirock down bottom, but there is still a huge fight as Blastoise returns a favor and kills the Blissey.
This is a constant back and forth between two teams and the constant team fightings that we're seeing. Raptor Arms actually Focus Band being the MVP that time around, and we're trying to see what the Eldegoss can do, but he's going to get rid of them. Both hyper carries going to die. He's going to put that overdunk in here. 50 points on the side of Rezia. Not before Chunti scores a couple of 20 right there.
Chunti looking like he over here just dunking on some fools. Like he going in there going, oh no, I got this. Let me dunk right here. Let me get another dunker. And then Venusaur's just like, let me just Vine Whip this in. Like, just nice and cool and easy with it. As Chunti is just level 13 now for the side of War Legion Esports. 13, 11, 10, 10, and 13. But for the side of hashtag Team Drip, they're not that far behind. There's a lot of 11s more than there is 10s. So that's kind of good. There is one level 13, and that is your jungler, which is Tech.
3 minutes left on the clock. Regieleki has just spawned. And now we're seeing Team Drip actually trying to move in. But the poking from the side of the composition from the War Legion might pay a lot of dividends. Now we're seeing an engage actually from Roy McBeef. Ice Fang is going to be the name of the game. High horsepower going to move them away as much as possible. Now the Muse trying to look for that secure and steal. As we are not going to get it, Gives that secures it with Spirit Shackle. And we're moving with Unite moves from the side of Mew and the Mr. Mime. We're doing another one more time. Rapid Spirit is going to continue to do that damage. Oh my god, so good on the side of Team Drips. Team fighting all together. Roy McBeef is just about to go down on the side of Animated, just in time for the Rayquaza to spawn. We are seeing the Venusaur is still alive. The Decidueye is also alive. 9 seconds
Very
left
low
for the Urshifu. They can rip this.
Skipza with the steal?
So trying to set it up one more time. We are seeing the kills on the side, and War Legion actually gets
They
it.
got the steal. It
They
took them
get
so
the steal.
long to rip. They don't have a rip on any of their Pokemon. Like they missed the rip, and that's yeah. So the side of hashtag Team Drip went ahead and surrendered their game number 2, as that is 1 point for the side of War Legion, as we are going into game number 3, baby.
It was such a good team fight too. If we could see that replay, that'd be awesome. But now looking at on
I
our
don't
side,
think I
there's
have
still
it.
3 minutes left right on the board. Not a problem at all, Rhino. That last team fight was so important for Team Drip, and they managed to get ahead. Just started ripping away from the Urshifu, and it was very important for them to actually try to get rid of that Venusaur. But as soon as they stepped in, like you mentioned, there wasn't really any type of rip available to them, and just Rezia securing that last spot. Skipsa obviously still there with his own Unite move, just keeping it towards the end, as you should do. Now that I am seeing the team fight on the side of the stream, as they are grouping together, it does seem like Roy McBeef and Chunti actually overextend using that high horsepower. So as soon as the team fight was gonna break out, we are seeing that Mamoswine is barely alive.
This
They
is what
managed to
killed it
secure
for
the
me.
Regieleki.
That Unite
Yeah.
right there, and then another Unite right behind it from the Mr. Mime. Like, both of those Unites being used right away was very weird to me, because I was just like, oh no, like those are 2 Unites. Like they had all 5 Unites used on the side of Team Drip, and we still had 3 on the side of War Legion, like Blissey ult and a Urshifu ult or Unite as well, along with a Desi ult, and it just kind of went in. Like nobody was there. The bench couldn't get it with a huge knockup from the Rayquaza, and then after that they have to start blocking, and yeah, just oh my.
Yeah, it was because of Skips. Otherwise, Tech could have used the Surf to actually get the Rayquaza, but Skips actually manages to get the kill that time, and we did see Venusaur just walk in and just pick everybody apart, which was so important. The reason why I didn't mind them losing those Unite moves so much is because we saw the eject button engage from benched, and everybody was just super low on the side of War Legion. They were pretty much a solar beam away from destroying everybody and securing that Rayquaza, but the death timers were a little too early. So again, no rip on their side, and then they chose to actually continue to defend to avoid that same steal. But Rezia actually went on the bottom side and just continued to approach, and as soon as you get that pedal dance, it's a lot more difficult for you to actually take care of that Venusaur. So, you know, it is what it is. 407 to 180 points. And Team Drip just want to go on to the next one and just run it back. So hopefully we can get some more adaptations on that side. And Skipsa played it really well. Bench did his job. Tech is looking really, really clean. If there was ever a rookie of the season, it's definitely going to be Tech, considering the games he has played. It's a wonderful debut for him. Hopefully, you can try to close it out and actually force that undefeated streak to continue on.
Yeah, the one thing I definitely do want to say though, Team Drip has showed me something, and have showed me something that second game, where they actually can fight as a good team fighting comp. Like, whether or not they don't have a rip or not, like if you can team fight like that, that's massive for both. Like it, I'm very, very impressed. I'm very, very impressed to see what Team Drip did there.
Everybody started to round themselves up for game number 3. It's not going to be easy. Both teams trying to be the best that they can, and getting ready not only for UCS tomorrow, but for playoffs.
Yeah,
Trying to secure that spot.
secure that spot. They can. Like, I mean, from both sides. If War Legion loses, there is a big thing between like waste potential in them being like right there still. So there's still no one person decided on that side, and Team Drip wins this, there's no one person decided on their side. So this is this is really good for playoffs rounds when it comes down to it at the end.
Such a good job, PR, sending their support to War Legion. And then the rest of the teams from North America sending their support from Team Drip. It is always fun to see a little competitive rivalry in between the same regions, but also when everybody comes together from both sides to support their respective region, it is also beautiful to see. And that's why we do this. That's why we like to continue on putting a show. And right away, we are seeing the next pick and ban phase, just going for that perfect T-Tar ban. They do not want to mess with that T-Tar or that protected president comp.
Yeah, I don't see the picks and bans really changing as much as what they've been. I almost would love to see both of those teams kind of run it back with the same comp. like Team Drip didn't fail really much. It just kind of they didn't do it, it seemed like they kind of were hesitant to still rip, knowing like respawn timers are still coming up. Oh man, I just want them to run it back. But Delphox being banned, and so is Duraludon on the side of War Legion Esports. That leaves Team Drip a lot of options here. That they could take Blissey or Clefable for themselves.
They do
As
actually
they
go
can.
for the Clefable. They prefer the Clefable over the Blissey. So I'm assuming War Legion is actually going to go for the Blissey that time, unless they're going to go around a double support comp.
Yeah, big David versus Goliath here right now. If Blissey gets picked up on the side of War Legion, as Blissey's been the Goliath for a lot of for times being, and then Clefable gets a buff and goes, I think I might be the new big support that everybody wants to run. So this is gonna be the battle of the pink blobs here, honestly.
Eldegoss Blissey. But we are going to similar route to what we saw in the first game. But who are they going to protect? I mean, Cinderace is still available. That's another comp that they can go for if they want to go forward with trying to go one-on-one with the Greninja.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see the Greninja pick, honestly. Now that you have Clefable, you could probably go a little bit more of a bulkier Mon as your jungle pick rather than the Greninja. Yes, Greninja is really good, but it can be stomped in so many ways as they do get the Blastoise and the Venusaur.
That's a beautiful pick by Team Drip. I really like this pick on their side. They want to make sure that the Venusaur is not a non-factor on the side of War Legion.
Yeah, it feels like they've been kind of going, hey, Rhino's kind of on that deal. Like he knows like Venusaur could be easily, the first president, and War Legion kind of is now on top of their heels because they have two supports. Like they have to pick somebody who can really be good on that, that protect the president type. And I think the only Pokemon really left out of everybody, the biggest one would be Garchomp. As you see,
They go for the Cinderace. Yep. That's the comp that they're actually going to go for. So it feels like it's going to be Cinderace and maybe picking another attacker on their side. They're still missing a defender. But they still have Slowbro available. There's still Mama Swine available. And there's still Snorlax available. So they are recognizing the pattern of Team Drip whenever they're going to go for.
Yeah, I am very, very confused now that Mr. Mime's banned. I'm super confused. I wouldn't even go with the defender. I almost would kind of go like a Sylveon to kind of have that self-sustain for yourself, and then go with another Pokemon that could possibly do that. I can't help it but call it. Garchomp gets picked up, baby. Let's go.
Garchomp gonna have a lot of sustain.
So
A
much
lot of
sustain.
sustain.
Oh no. You give him oh gosh, you can actually probably go. You probably could pick up what's his name? Crap. Um Scold. Slowbro. You could actually pick up Slowbro here. Just because you could pick up does Greninja or Venusaur, and Garchomp should just literally just snap at it while the Eldegoss and Blissey is just literally holding your hand.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I can't help it but call it, but Sylveon being picked up right now.
Yeah, they do have double defender
I
comp
wrote
on the
script.
side. Team Drip actually going double defender, War Legion going double support. A lot of damage, at least on this time around for this Protect the President comp, be it Cinderace or Garchomp. Sylveon can self-sustain as we saw beforehand. It is going to be important for them to shut down that Greninja, though. Tech coming in from the side of Team Drip doing an excellent job. Now, again, this is the first time that we are seeing him, but obviously he's a veteran of the game. He knows how to play this game. Like, it's not even close. That
Ye-
Greninja is ridiculously good. It's really, really good.
Yeah, and kind of like what you said in the chat, what we mean by rookie is basically how anybody who would come straight out of college into an NFL team, or anybody coming out of high school and going into an MLB game, they still will be called a rookie, and I'm still going to call him a rookie, as Rookie Tech might be his new name going into this league, because I am saying, man, this guy getting picked up, and this was a free agent that got picked up, by the way. So
Ooh.
this is actually really cool to be used in the in our Discord server, being picked up like that, and just being able to showcase himself and go, hey, I might be something, you know, after this season. Somebody might want to pick me up because I definitely showed, you know. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's always interesting to see, and to see something like that, because this is kind of something that I've been really hoping for players like that, because you never know who can rise, and you know, if big team names will watch this and go, hey, you know, that guy kind of has potential, let's kind of get him on our, you know, sister team and
Mhm.
stuff. Let's call up these people, you know. So it's awesome. It's so awesome to see.
Yeah, Tech has the mechanics as well, and it was not meant to be any type of smite versus the player.
Yeah.
If it was actually interpreted that way, I do apologize. But again, like, I love how Tech has been playing this series throughout, and he is definitely an important factor inside of Team Drip's compositions, especially getting those burst options in as much as possible. So it's going to be very important for him to actually step up in this game number 3, because it's about to get cooking right about now.
Cooking we are, as we're gonna go and step into the fray. That we have Garchomp, Sylveon, Cinderace, Eldegoss, and Blissey on the side of the War Legion Esports, while we have brand new Pokemon that's gonna show up. Is not brand new, but kind of new, I guess. It doesn't get played much until after this buff that it just got. Clefable being played on the side of hashtag Team Drip with the Blastoise, Venusaur, Snorlax, and Greninja, just waiting for them to say that they are ready, and they are. And here we go into game number 3. Hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion Esports.
It's going to be super exciting. Pretty much the builds that we are expecting from each side. Nothing too different. I'm seeing Royal Beef obviously going for the Buddy Barrier experience share and the rest. And the focus band, obviously. So it seems like the Roy is actually gonna, instead of going for soft boil, he's gonna go for safeguard, helping hand, which is gonna be super important, especially when dealing with the crowd control whenever they're gonna go in.
Yeah, this is super interesting to see. Skip's kind of going more of a attack for the Eldegoss. They really don't have a tank on the side of War Legion. doesn't really. I mean, I guess you can use Garchomp as like your tank attacker, but you are really relying on El Chunti to carry basically this whole entire game. Again, as we're going into game number 3, baby. Hashtag Team Drip versus War Legion Esports. Let's get it.
Nothing too serious. So Skip's actually rocking the Gossifleur this time. And they are going to hold hands with Rezia. Now, if there's anybody susceptible to actually get those ganks in, is going to be the Score Bunny right at the beginning. And wrecking the experience share is going to be super, super good.
Yep, as we see Raptor Arms trying to go in and take their buff, take an easy buff here it seems. As Reza just saw it, can it get the last steal? It does the A press, and it does get the B press right on the right bucket. As Reza does get it, can it get the steal and the kill here? As Gossifleur is kind of coming in to take this. And no, it doesn't. Raptor Arms is going to get away for free.
No points on the board so far. And Chunti actually trying to put in the pressure. It's 3 members on the side of Team Grip actually going in. Oh, yep. If you are the Gibble, you do not want to die there, or anybody for that factor.
Garchomp lane. Very interesting to see that.
Okay, and now actually rocking in the reboot this time, actually going to get benched. And now returning the favor. It seems like Team Grip actually overextending in that last team fight. And now we're seeing Chunti actually already at level 5. And now responding back is War Legion.
Yeah, War Legion came back with the vengeance there. And Chunti still, you know, it's going to get pocketed now. It's getting that pocket Blissey, as Blissey is actually not going to healing, as they're going to bank on the healing from that Eldegoss.
So far, so good on both sides. Team Drip with a little bit of a lead, only 43 points on their side to 26. And Raptor Arm is actually trying to do whatever it can to actually invade, but they are going to get the kill right there just in time for the 8-minute mark. So they are going to secure every single Altaria in Swablu.
Yeah, that's huge experience for the side of War Legion, and they're doing a dominant front right now, as we're getting up top now with hashtag Cloud and Animated just getting destroyed by Xeon and Skipza, and Skipza is just like, here, I'll heal you, buddy, as Xeon's already like, I got heals too from my love kiss, baby, and they're getting away full health, as from the side of hashtag Team Drip, they're like, we're hurt, buddy, can you heal me a lot more than this?
Securing that farm too, trying to get those levels up to date. Now, do keep in mind, Rezia is already level 8. And we're going on the bottom lane. Trying to get rid of that Snorlax as much as possible. Bench is trying to move away. Eject button going to go in and explode. They managed to go back safely. Really good disengage on the side of Team Drip.
Yeah, very, very good disengage, knowing that like the rest of the team was there for War Legion. And you're having your Venusaur just, you know, off lane, which is really good because it's going to get a lot of levels here and possibly go into level 9 as Reza just secures that with his Unite. Don't think that was really necessary. I think there should have been some communication there. But other than that, I mean, it's a good take, but not for a Regice.
I would always double check and secure it just in case. You don't want somebody from the side of Team Drip actually just appearing out of nowhere and stealing it. So I believe it was a good call, and it'll come back soon, so it's not going to be that much of a problem. We already see in level 9 Del Chunti actually moving forward, getting that secure in, and we are going to see Rezia taking care of the Clefable too, so that's going to be the zone down. So Team Drip's still ahead by 40 points.
Yeah, only because of what they did top lane. Cloud taking that Regieleki by itself and just scoring as many points as they can, but they are level 9 now. So is the Greninja, Squirtle being, or not Squirtle, but Wartortle being level 8. They are kind of trying to match up what War Legion's been doing down bottom and just pushing everything it's possible. I really would have loved to see Slowbro instead of this Snorlax pick, because then you would have, like you said with that, oh gosh, it unites, but it just gets destroyed as Chunti's getting that huge Unite Blissey ult, and it gets everything, and there goes the Garchomp Unite as well, as they just cleaned up hashtag Team Drip for all 3 players that were up there.
You do a little bit of math there. War Legion going up ahead now, 211 points. Level differentials being targeted more or less. Now, Eldegoss is still level 8. And on the side of Team Drip, we are seeing it now an invade of the jungle. 4 members going hella aggressive right there as we're seeing another kill this time from Roy McBeef. That Blissey is also going to get a couple of kills on the board.
Yeah, very...
They are going super aggressive right now.
They are
and
very aggressive.
that is what you want to do.
I
You
mean,
definitely
with
want to
the guard shop, yes.
turn up that aggression.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
overall, this is something you might find curious right now. I've been casting a lot of Smash and other games. Something that North Americans really like to play as is very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever in Smash in particular, whenever we play like outside internationally as Team Drip actually secures the Reggie, like at that time we're setting up a team fight on the lower side. Whenever we go actually internationally to play, the North Americans actually play a lot, very fast-paced game, and it actually takes us a while to actually adapt to that same speed as we're going on to the team fight. Double kill done by Tech. Oh my god, ripping everybody
Triple
up.
kill.
That's triple kill. Actually going into Roy McBeef that time as well. Quadra. Let's see what's going to happen now. Zeon trying his best and not going to be able to hit that Penta. But this is the problem. Team Drip finds those engages and just floors it whenever they have the opportunity. And it's difficult sometimes for teams to keep up with that speed.
Yeah, that quadra kill from Tech and not going after that Penta was very, very smart. Normally you would see some rookies, they kind of would be like, oh, I want that Penta, and overkill themselves for it and just give away all that XP for it. Very, very smart on the side of Tech and the rookie he is. And it's just, wow. That is very, very... very well self-sustained for themselves to just not be able to push like that.
Over-aggression is definitely a part of the game all the time, and Tech was struggling, especially at the beginning of the game, but the quad kill is exactly what the doctor ordered, as we're seeing another team fight actually going in. A couple of trampolines are going to be continuing to knock everybody up to the side. They kill the Cinderace, they kill the Garchomp. They figured that they were rotating onto the objective of the Reggie, and that's why they went all head first into that zone. It did not quite work for them though. But they are on time for the rotation, and this is such an important Reggie to get.
Very important Reggie indeed, but they don't have El Chunti here. So this is kind of very much just a cleanup for the whole team of #Team Drip, as they're all there. Like they're literally all 5 there. They're missing their biggest attacker for the side of War Legion Esports, and it's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them in the long run for that.
Yeah, 5 seconds left on the board. Chunti's trying to get that Regieleki before the marker finishes, and he is not able to do it. So they are going to try to rip this as much as possible, or rather try to defend because they know they are in the lead. And we're seeing actually Chunti going for the backside, and they are going to try to intercept that Venusaur, but he's just going to move away. They are seeing the Blissey actually move in. Nope. Gonna take care of Chunti, who goes in between everybody on the side of Team Drip. They might stay together. Unite move is gonna go in by Tech. Zeon's starting to run away from the Greninja, but not enough sustain that time around. We are seeing Rezia just waiting and seeing if they're gonna rip it. The Unite move is still available for the Cinderace. This is the last part of the dip, and Chunti trying to move in, and we're seeing...
Oh, they were doing so well, but nobody looked for him. Absolutely nobody, but they're going to try to run and go score. Can they just trade scores here? Because they would win if they trade scores. Oh, no.
Actually, Zeon and Rezia are going to try to defend as much as possible. We are seeing the barrier actually locked in. Zeon is trying to do all the sustain as much as possible. They are going to be able to take down, and now that the entire team of War Legion is going to start defending, there down goes the Clefable. Tech doing whatever he can to survive and get those scores in, and he's still in on it. Cloud does go out. What is Tech able to do? Not much. 497, 30 seconds left on the board. The timers
Oh.
are extended on the side of Team Drip. That is what happens when you leave Cinder Ace alone.
You left Cinderace alone, and you were trying to start up a Rayquaza that you did not need. You were definitely in the lead, obviously. It just that. Oh, that's super unfortunate.
5, 4,
Um,
3, 2,
Yeah, a couple of errors on both sides. We did see War Legion overextending into that zone, and they lose a lot of momentum for it, and then try to force their way onto the Regieleki, but it did not work. And then when you set up the rotations onto the Rayquaza, they defended it rather well. But we saw what Rezia did with that Cinderace Unite move. They did not expect it, or they were not ready for it.
yeah, they had
They
no vision.
secure the Rayquaza.
No vision.
they did not,
on that Cinder.
because everybody was already in the radius of the Rayquaza, so there wasn't any type of there wasn't even any type of support, like just trying to see if maybe they could try to get something going. That was a freebie for Rezia, honestly. And those types of last minute calls are the difference between a victory and a defeat. And unfortunately, for Team Drip, they get their Rayquaza stolen, their hearts broken, and their undefeated streak broken as well. War Legion, the Brock Lesnar of the United World Coronation League.
Yeah, as chat is seeing it right now, and their stuff in the chat is so hilarious. I have a lot of words. Team Drip did very well, honestly. They really did with a new person to join their team for the league. The way they, there was a lot that happened, and I feel, jeez, I can't believe they just had no eyes on that Cinder. But at the same time, like I literally had War Legion as that, like that win just due off of their comp. Like Team Drip showed up, like they definitely, after that first initial push from War Legion, they're like, nah, y'all ain't doing this again to us, and they bounced back halfway through, and they did it. They did it all the way up to the ending, and they killed them. They got literally every single one of their unites. They got the Garchomp killed before the Blissey was able to unite it. Like, it just, wow.
So close, but no cigar for Team Drip, and they played a really solid game towards the end. And that's the nature of the game. If you lose Rayquaza, sometimes you lose the game.
Yeah.
You gotta love it, you gotta hate it. It is what it is. Like, I mean, I can't defend it. Like,
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
there
such a game
really
changer.
is no defending the way the end game is in this game, and yeah, we all wish it was different, but I feel like that is the win condition for both sides. It's like it's either you have a really good team fight or you don't, and if you lose that team fight, you still had one person that's possibly get their unite off and steal it for your team and makes you win for the team. Reza, very, very good job for TTV Reza. And for the team of War Legion now being 4-1, and hashtag Team Drip goes down to 4-1.
Just like that, we have two teams left undefeated, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yep. Very,
It's gonna
very
be Jungle
good.
Griefers, and then the other
Um,
team as well.
Put
Put up that scoreboard. Put up the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's
Ikigai no Tsurugi.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Yeah,
team.
Ikigai no Tsurugi. Yeah.
It used to be Kakuna Matata, but they changed their name into that. So,
Kakuna Matata was a broken name. I love that name, but they chose
yes.
to rebrand. But again, another team falls.
Another team
War Legion
opens.
cementing themselves right on the board. Do they not secure playoffs on the Zapdos side with that win though?
No. Because of Well, wait, no, because I think Unsung Heroes. I think they won their match this week.
Unsung, yes.
Yeah, they won against Team Ward, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
Wasn't wait?
then
Well, Alcorine was the MVP.
uh Aquamarine
The
was
player of the
MVP
week.
from last week, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting good.
Yeah, it's getting close, but I think you're right. I think War Legion did cement themselves into it as Magikarp Clan did go to 0-5. So yes,
I
yeah,
think
War
I
Legion
think
does
you
go in.
though I think you might have something wrong there.
Yeah, Elite Force is 0-4, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Magikarp Clan actually were the ones that beat him, so Magikarp Clan is actually 1-4, not 0-5.
Oh, no,
If I am not
I'm definitely
mistaken.
confused. And hold on, let me go.
Yeah, look, you got to look up those results because I think that's how it went. Like, but we can verify that just as we continue
Magikarp
to the
Clan is the
conclusion
1-3,
today.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So they're 1-4 right now because they lost today,
Right.
and then Elite Four is currently 0-4, and they're about to face Team Roqueto, and they should be playing next week during the day. That they coordinated each other, just to let you know.
Yeah, I
Nevertheless,
have no idea. I wish they would have let me know though, because I did
yeah,
not
yeah,
know.
that's why I'm telling you now. That's why I'm
Gotcha.
being the messenger
Gotcha.
right now. So no worries. But we are heading on to the conclusion of our stream today of the Unite World Coronation League. We saw a lot of great Pokemon Unite played, and it was a beautiful time here in Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes, it was. I forgot. I did not have you set up on the broadcast screen, so I was like, "Wait, no, okay, yeah, no, there it is." Yeah, thank you guys very much for hanging out and chilling out in the Pokemon Unite Coronation League. Game 3 for War Legion and Team Drip. That was definitely the thing that happened. So like, that was definitely interesting. So yeah, that match was so great. I couldn't believe it. GG's to all games today that were played. Definitely hope that each and every team looks back at the tape and kind of bounces back and comes in for a massive win for next week as well. Some tough matchups next week. I do not know them at the top of my head. I can actually get them. Next week we have Magikarp. No, Timor Esports versus. Who the heck is INT?
Ikigai no Tsurugi.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! And then hashtag Team Drip versus Unsung Heroes. Dark Aura versus Jungle Griefers next week. By the way, Super Squirtle Squad versus Elite Force. That's supposed to be a good game as well. Team Rocketo versus Wasted Potential. That's also going to be a really good game. And then War Legion versus Magikarp Clan. This Magikarp Clan is just getting the brunt of this schedule.
Dude, that schedule is, oh my god.
For Magikarp Clan, they had War Legion week 1, Kakuna Matata week 2, when they were Kakuna Matata, and then week 3 they had Elite Four, which is you guys.
Yeah, it's that one wasn't that one. That's not
wasn't as bad, but you guys
wasn't
took
as
the
bad.
game 3 though. So
we did.
And then Magikarp Clan had Wasted Potential, and then they just had Jungle Griefers, and now they're gonna have War Legion. I really feel bad for Magikarp Clan, and then they got Dark Aura the following week. Oh lordy, Magikarp Clan, I'm so sorry.
Hey, I believe in the Magikarp.
100%.
They got this.
Big fan of Magikarp Clan, not gonna lie. But other than that, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I am Rhino Gaming. That was Chopper that you guys just heard. And this is the Pokemon Unite Coronation League. We are gonna have season 2. Yes. I will be getting a full-on graphic for it. How do you guys get to sign up? What teams might be coming back, as well as each and every team has first dibs of season 1 first. and then how we are actually going to be doing things in season 2 as well. I am going to have a talk with a lot of the captains and figure things out for that. But yeah, more info will be coming out as weeks get progressed, as this is week 5, the end of week 5, and we're going into the halfway season, going into week 6 next week. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Bye.